Hey, podcast pals. Dana here to give you a friendly reminder before we get to our award-winning podcast that now is the best time to get your furnace tuned up before we take a shot to the face with cold Minnesota weather. My pals at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning currently have same-day and next-day openings, but they won't last long. By the time October rolls around, if your furnace craps out, you'll be freezing your private parts off while dealing with side eye from your significant other and pets for not calling sooner. So give Standard Heating and Air Conditioning a call today. Check this out. You can save up to $70 on your tune-up with Standard Heating. Visit standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com to book today.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. 93X.
These are nicknames for your friend named Ashley. Astronaut, Asbestos, Trashly, Ashleep at the wheel, Rhinoplashly, Ashed potatoes, Obviashly, Ashamed, Super Smash Bros, Ashashin's Creed. Is this the real life? Is this just Fantashly?
Get excited about it. It's gonna be wonderful.
It's showtime.
Oh, for cripe's sake. Welcome to the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show, and I'll be damned as I look around the room on our first day back at work. Everything is back to, well, what we call normal, and here's why I say that. As you could tell by the intro, Ashley has returned from her maternity leave. It's her first appearance, your first appearance on the program in 6 weeks.
Yep. 6 whole weeks. This is so
back.
weird.
Okay, you answered my question right away. I was going to ask if it felt weird being
This
back.
is so odd.
You feel weird?
Yeah, I'm nervous. I haven't been nervous in so many years.
First time?
Yeah.
No, you're supposed to say, no, I've been nervous lots of times.
Oh, sorry.
What movie? Airplane. The second piece of evidence that will tell you that our little radio show is back to normal, Josh is sick as a dog.
Yeah, I thought for sure I was lucky enough to be a fifth-time receiver of COVID over the weekend. Yeah, it sucked this weekend. I went to the doctor yesterday, and, after they made fun of me and punched my card lately, I get a free yogurt.
Good to see you again, Josh.
They did a couple tests to make sure I was good to come back today. I didn't want to get Ashley sick, of all people, of course. She's got that little kid at home.
I told Josh yesterday that I remember back in the day when he had a working immune system.
Yeah. Hey, this is karma. It's pure karma. I was a part of the folks that would rip on Ashley and Dana for being sick constantly, and it's come back to me, and I wasn't expecting this payback. It's not cool.
So this feels right to me now. This feels, this feels like the old show. Ashley has returned. Josh is sick and struggling, and hilariously, again, I'm sorry, I can't get over this, that when you are sick, you have to clear your throat every 3.5 seconds.
I know.
I'm sorry, but it becomes a comedy bit after a while, and I'm sitting over here trying not to laugh because it's just constant.
I'll tell you what, here's the thing. I have to clear it every 1.5 seconds, but I hold off for that reason. So I am making a sacrifice.
That's the worst.
So, Smashly, tell us everything. Tell our listeners everything. What the hell, girl? Damn.
Everything's been really great lately.
Did it go by fast? It kind of did for us, and I thought it was going to drag by.
You were dreading it big time.
Oh, yeah. I was really not looking forward to
Ashley,
being gone.
you should be, what's the word I'm looking for? You should be flattered by this. You should be. In the weeks leading up to your maternity leave, every time you left the room, Josh would say, "Oh, God, what are we going to do when Ashley leaves?
I love you.
God, what are we going to...
I told my wife, too, I'm like, I'm going to miss her. It's weird not seeing her every day.
You were dreading it. For us, the time flew by. What was 6 weeks at home with a brand new baby like for you?
The days were really long, but looking back, it went by incredibly fast. I look at pictures from when I brought him home versus now, and it's insane how much bigger he's already gotten. It makes me so sad.
It's funny because I'll hear from I know, and I busted you on the air about this. Is how you used to be so anti-kid, and then when we're on the boat, and that was very cool of you to show up on our booze cruise, by the way, a couple Fridays back. And one of the first things you said is, "Oh, I miss him.
Yeah,
I miss him so much."
Yep, it sucks. Actually, the booze cruise messed me up because On the cruise, in that amount of time, I would have fed the little baby twice. And so I had to bring my portable pumps with.
Hey, where's your portable pump?
They're in my backpack.
Okay.
Somebody requested, the texts are already coming in. Everybody's welcoming me back, by the way. That's very nice.
Thank you. Hi.
Somebody texted in and said if we don't play that milkshake song every time you pump, that we'd be doing a disservice to the listening audience.
Well,
Does that thing make noise?
I guess I haven't. The only time I ever used this one was on the boat, and it was loud on the boat, so I'm not really sure. I'm sure it does make some type of little noise, some suctioning noise.
How often do you have to pump yourself?
Whenever he would be eating.
Well, I mean,
so
like,
that I keep the supply going.
Like
So I
during
only
the
have
show?
to do it. I only have to do it once when I'm here.
okay,
Like during the show or after the show?
Yeah, it'll have to be during the show.
duh.
Do you mind putting the microphone up to your chest at that point so we can see if we can hear it?
Absolutely, I can do that.
Holler at us when it's pump time.
But yeah, it messed me up because it was my first time using them, so I wasn't sure exactly how to do it correctly, and it didn't take enough milk from me. So I got this thing.
Stop off at the grocery store.
I never know how to
local
say
farm?
it. And it's called like mastitis or something like that. I'm probably saying it incorrectly, but you get it. It's like an infection in your boobs. And so after that, I was the sickest I've ever been. Like 102.9 temperature.
Your boobs made you sick?
Yeah, it makes you incredibly sick. So I was screwed for like 4 days after that. Just in so much pain, so sick, but
you
better now.
You got the hang of it now?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
We'll see. I don't know.
I'm looking forward to the on-air pumping.
Me too. I can't wait.
I am. I've never seen nor heard anything like that afore.
So let's say somebody in 1999, they first started listening to this show, and something happened, and sadly they were in a coma, and they woke up today. We're still talking about breasts, but it's completely different. 3 decades has changed this show.
Ain't that the damn truth?
I will say I've never known somebody that loves boobs as much as my child. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah?
Ashley,
Just boob crazy.
Ashley, when you brought out that breast pump on the boat, I thought in my head because it kind of looked like I was like, oh, a couple years ago that would have been a bong in her hands, not a breast pump. Oh, how the times have changed.
It's
for the
different.
better.
By the
It's
way,
different.
you haven't met my bro, Donnie. You mentioned you never met anybody who loved boobs so much. Meet Donnie before you call your child.
I was going to say, I know one. I know one in particular that might give him a run for his money.
So, Pump Up the Jam maybe would be a good song.
Yeah, we're getting requests for that one,
when
too.
Ashley begins pumping on
It would
air.
help if you played some babies crying. That stimulates milk production.
Oh, I could play the scene from The Office.
I'm
You remember
supposed to, yeah.
Where there's a scene in The Office, Nick, where one of the characters, he learns that can stimulate lactation, right, when hearing a baby. So he starts crying like a baby around a woman who's lactating.
Oh, for
just to
Christ's
see
sake.
if it would work out.
Well, there you go. So the 6 weeks flew by for you as well. You're already feeling a little nostalgic. You said you look at your baby now as opposed to the day you brought him home, and he's growing up way too fast.
Way too fast.
Oh, has this happened yet? You're already being called a MILF now from Crappy Electrician Jesus. Is this the first time you've been called a MILF?
That is the first time. Thank you.
That's awesome.
You're all right with that, huh?
Yeah.
Everybody remembers their first time.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I did. This morning was. I thought I'm obviously very excited to be back.
But you feel a little weird.
Yeah, I definitely shedded a tear or two when I was saying goodbye to him this morning.
Oh.
Okay, I thought you meant of joy coming back.
Well, I always cry a little bit before I leave the house also, but for different reasons.
Yeah, I woke up. He woke me up at 3. So, I mean, that'll be a new thing, about 5 hours of sleep. Well, I mean, is that really new?
No, it's
we all
not
get
new.
about
When the hell
4 or
did
5
someone
hours.
around here get 5 hours of sleep?
At once?
Yeah.
He's a good sleeper.
5 hours in a row, I would consider a massive victory no matter what my situation was. So this is a special day. So give us your favorite thing about new motherhood and your least favorite thing.
My favorite thing would probably be he's smiling now.
Oh, sure.
And so now it feels like.
Does it look like this? Like,
Yeah. So now it feels like.
oh, God.
Oh, no.
Is it working?
That stresses me out. So now it makes it feel like all my efforts are worth it.
He's giving smiles out. Okay.
Yep, that's pretty cool. My least favorite would be probably taking him anywhere.
That's a whole process.
Yeah, oh my gosh. I can't I took
You got to put clothes on him. You got to put him in a car seat. You got
Oh, the car seat is the end of the world.
That's what I always hear.
You know what I noticed? Yeah, you've got the one that'll go everywhere, though, right?
Yes.
It'll just click
Thank you
into
for
this-
that, by the way, Josh.
Yeah, that wasn't me trying to have you say that I got it, but
No, I just want to say that thing rocks.
yeah, those are a lifesaver. Where you can just Nick, if you, I'm sure you're not familiar, but it's like
No.
you can. It'll click into your stroller and then into the the car seat itself, so you just kind of carry it around.
I've just watched a couple of my bros sweat it out, battle, and have numerous adult-style temper tantrums trying to get a car seat to do whatever a car seat is supposed to do. I've watched, hot summer day, and they're trying to hook the thing up, and the baby's crying. I've heard that's the biggest nightmare involved in early parenting.
Some police departments will help you install that car seat.
Yeah, no, the Egan one does.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So because it is kind of complicated to do it correctly. I mean, after you do it a couple times, you figure it out. But the first time, there's all these different straps and harnesses. It's kind of a weird deal.
And not one of those things you want to leave up to chance either, I don't think.
Exactly.
Depends on the kid.
I have absolutely no clue how to put it in the base of the car seat that the car seat clips into. My husband has to do it every time. I have no clue.
Well, if it's anything like how it was for me, your left arm's going to get jacked.
My God.
Because you're right-handed, right?
Yeah, the first couple of weeks, my arms hurt so bad just from constantly holding him up to the boob and
Sure.
I'd wake up and my wrists were so sore I could barely move them.
You've got yourself a case of tennis elbow.
Yeah.
It was silly how much bigger my left arm got than my right arm just from holding the kid in the left, doing everything with my right.
What were you saying a minute ago? I got to get back to this because we're receiving text messages. You can always get a hold of us, 651-989-9393. You were saying something about a boob issue that made you sick. Mastitis?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how to
And
pronounce
something
it.
about was it about a clogged duct?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
My
God
wife
help us.
had that. And she said it was very painful.
Not that I want to get too deep into the weeds on this, but Runs from Ice Jesus mentioned via a text that his woman had that problem. He said the baby didn't have enough sucking power to unclog the duct, so he had to do it himself.
I've heard that.
On
my
his woman.
husband wishes. Oh my gosh.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What's that supposed to mean?
He wishes it was that bad, so he would have had to do that. My gosh.
Is he some kind of animal? He can't control himself around
He's just.
you? He's a boob guy?
He's
What-
like, your boobs are out 24/7. How can I not be excited
All
about
right.
this?
Yeah, he's only human.
He's very excited because I have my 6-week appointment on Thursday, and that's the appointment where they clear you for physical activity and sexual activity.
Sexual activity,
He's
Josh.
pumped. He's so pumped.
Get back on that thing.
It's so weird with kids because, especially for anybody who's gone through the fertility stuff, like my whole life I was programmed to pretend there was no sexual activity between me and a prospective father-in-law and mother-in-law's daughter, right? You're just pretending like there's nothing sexual. I don't even want to hold hands. I don't want to do anything like that. I don't want to get any ideas. But with fertility stuff, you're talking about bodily fluids and how many times you're doing all that. It becomes like more of a science problem than sexual. It's so weird. Just parents talking about this kind of stuff.
Kind of takes the sexiness out of it a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, it definitely does, depending on how long you're going through it. Mm-hmm. At first, it sounds awesome. It's like, okay, you got to do it this amount of times and all these different things. And after a while, it's kind of a chore. For sure.
People are telling us that you should call Apollo Heating and Air for duct cleaning.
Oh, they do duct cleaning, yes.
Other people are texting in, asking questions, asking Ashley questions about her new motherhood. Do you have a booby pillow?
Yes. Oh, it's called a boppy.
What is a booby pillow?
Boppy?
Yeah, so it's...
Oh, I'm sorry. I read that incorrectly. Do you have a boppy pillow? I thought it said booby pillow. What is that?
It kind of reminds me of those pillows that you put around your neck.
Yeah.
Except it's bigger and you can put it around your waist. So you can kind of set the kid on it so it takes some pressure off your arms. But I didn't get that until like week 2 or 3.
I'm there for you. Now I'm sorry. I misread. I thought it said booby. It said boppy.
Somebody mentioned all the dishes you have to do. That's a lot. That's ridiculous.
There's a lot of dishes to be done when you have a new baby?
Yeah, and you have to put them in a sterilizer because they have to be extra clean because the kid has no immune system whatsoever.
Wait a minute. What about Josh?
You need a sterilizer.
Is it time to pump yet?
No.
Okay, people are wondering if it's time to pump yet.
No, it won't be until like between 8 and 9 o'clock.
I'd like to try it and see if I get anything. See if anything comes out.
Worth a shot.
My husband tested it out when they first got him. I was like, all right, I want to see, like, I want you to feel what I feel because when I first did it, I hated it. I like threw him across the room.
What'd they get out of there?
No, nothing. But he was like, oh, he's like, that's not too bad. And I'm like, well, you don't have anything going on.
Did he
there.
lower it? I think I'd be tempted.
Does it sound at all like a leaf blower?
Exactly like a leaf blower.
Well, let me tell you right now, we're happy to have you back.
Oh, there it goes.
What'd you get out of there so far? I got a dry bowl of cereal over here.
I am very, very happy to be back. It feels good.
You got a lot of work to do.
I know.
Yeah.
They changed things when I was gone, too. That's rude.
You've got a lot more work to do now than you did, 6 weeks ago, so be ready. Dr. P. Jesus, our friend Dr. P. Jesus, can give you an exam. He can also check to see if Josh is dying or not. He'll be swinging by around 7:30 this morning. Pardon me, Dr. P. Jesus will be here around 8:20. Of course, Randy Shaver will be here at 7:30. On our first day back after a 4-day weekend. We know how Josh spent his weekend. He was sick the whole time. I went up to northern Minnesota and spent 3 days in a whorehouse.
Nice.
I did.
Was your wife aware of this? She hates whores.
She was laying right next to me the entire time.
Wow.
Yep. Spent 3 days in a whorehouse.
People can change.
Stayed at a cabin up north for 3 days that used to be a floating whorehouse on a river way up north.
Is this an Airbnb situation?
No, I've known the family who owns the cabin. I've known them since I was a kid, and I've been familiar with the place since I was a kid because my dad's fishing shack used to be right across the trail from this floating whorehouse. And so I've known about it since I was a young kid. I was fascinated by that. Really, that was a floating whorehouse, like out on the river back in the olden days. The trappers and whatnot could jump on the floating whorehouse and go down the river and do whatever they had to do. But this was the first time I got to spend the night there. And if you listen closely enough, Josh, late at night, you can hear the ghosts of blowjobs past.
Oh, wow.
Rambling off the wall. If you listen closely
Like
enough.
how long ago? I want to know the difference of what were BJs like back then compared to now? What would you say the difference is?
It was 10 for a nickel back in the
Oh,
day.
wow.
You talking about the price?
No, just like what were they like? Like you said, you could hear them. Did they sound different than they might today? Like today, you might sound like this. Which does kind of sound like a ghost, actually.
It's funny. I never noticed how much that sounds like a ghost.
Yeah, I
That'd
didn't
be
either.
so scary hearing that in the middle of the night while you're trying to sleep.
So you're asking me, compare the sound of a modern 20 and 25 BJ to the sound of a 1688 BJ.
Yeah, did it sound like old-timey?
Yeah.
They use like old-timey sex talk and stuff like that?
It was just louder and
Sure.
and more
Less expensive, you just said.
Yeah, so we had a little family reunion type of a thing. We all stayed in an old floating whorehouse. Thanks to my bro Mike for hooking us up.
Your wife sexted me yesterday. I think you can consider this a sext. She sent me a link to a, oh my God, why can't I think of Kip Winger? He's selling of Winger, the band Winger.
Kip Winger of
lead
Winger,
singer, yeah. He's selling a whole bunch of his music gear on the Sweetwater, Sweetwater.com. I'm sure most musicians are familiar with it. It's awesome. I love Sweetwater. And he's selling a bunch of his stuff. I think I'm going to have to buy something from him, like a microphone in case I get some Kip Winger DNA and maybe some of his talent.
If you bought one of his microphones, it'd be like you're kissing.
That's
Kip.
why I consider this a sext. And also the picture of, like, that goes on the link. There's a picture of Kip Winger. It's very sexual. And I know your wife has a thing for him.
She does. She's in love with him. She has been since she was in high school. One of our favorite rock stars, Kip Winger. He's selling some of his old gear because he's hanging it up, and he's moving on to full-time classical music now. For you Winger fans, you should know that if you get a chance to see him, do it, because they're about all done. So Kip can, what's the word in the business? What does he do? He composes.
And supposedly he's pretty respected, too.
Yeah, he composes orchestras. Anyway, my wife showed me this video of Kip talking about how he's selling an old guitar and some old microphones, and I said, you got to send this to Cubby. He's going to have he'll play with himself, for Christ's sake.
I was at the doctor's office, so I couldn't. But yeah, I definitely, there's one mic in particular I think I'm going to buy.
Oh, you ought to. I think you ought to.
I would love to. I mean, it's awesome that he used this in his home studio. So if people are interested, you can check that out on Sweetwater. Recently started selling used. Well, they don't sell it, but they operate a website where kind of like reverb.com where you can go sell your stuff.
Another listener wants to know if Ashley's breast pump, which we'll be hearing from, she said, sometime after 8 o'clock in the morning. Ashley's back, and she has to pump herself every few hours. People want to know. They're so excited to hear the breast pump live on the radio. And some folks have never seen one in operation, like myself. I've never seen a breast pump operate.
I never saw one like Ashley. She showed it to me. It's super high-tech looking. It's weird.
Folks want to know if it sounds anything like a mini bike. I don't know.
Were you here for this, Ashley?
No, I wasn't.
Are you familiar with this?
No.
What do you mean, what?
I was wondering if she was here for that interview.
Yeah, you've been gone for a while.
So I couldn't remember exactly when we first met. Is it Chase?
Yes.
Name?
Mm-hmm.
Chase Archer something or another. And
Evans.
Chase Archer Evans, one of my favorite people in the whole world now.
Yeah, we interviewed this guy. He went viral for, he made it sound like he's riding a dirt bike in this, community meeting, right? And so we talked to him. He was awesome, and he's going to show up at the Border Bash.
He is?
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, I didn't know that was a done deal.
Yeah, I got confirmation over the weekend that he will be there. So
him and his
some
buddies are coming with their dirt bikes, and they're going to have some fun with us.
Dude, we got to get back to this. We got to get back to Chase Archer Evans because I'm so excited now. I was unaware of this. But we got to jump back into the mix with this 5K a day giveaway. You've got to be listening in the 6 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2 p.m., and 6 p.m. hours for the national style keyword. So here's we go. Here's your shot at winning $1,000 with 5K a day. Text the national keyword SENT, C-E-N-T, to 95819. Not the regular text number, 95819. That's where you text the national keyword SENT, and that's your entry for a chance to win. We'll text you back to confirm your entry. Data and messaging rates may apply. There's no guarantee that they will apply. It says here that they may apply. and don't be a goofball, nut job, and text and drive. So come on now. Come get that beer money. Good luck with the 5K a day operation. So let's get back to this now because this is the first I've heard of it. We've got our friggin' big hillbilly showdown in Wisconsin coming up out there at Turtle Lake Casino.
a couple weeks away.
What is that? October something or another
16th.
to another. What?
To the 16th to the 18th, I believe.
If you haven't gotten your hotel room and bought your package and the whole schmear, go to our website. We're going to have a lot of laughs. We always like going out to Wisco. But we've got confirmation that the Wing Ding Ba guy himself, Chase Archer Evans, will... He's always firing that pig up.
Yeah.
He's going to be there with some of his broskies from
Yeah.
all the way out in Pennsylvania. I think that's where they originated from, right?
Yep.
Pennsylvania?
Correct.
This is the coolest.
Yeah, he's making the trip. Isn't that cool?
Wow.
I cannot wait to meet the man. He was so friendly and so grateful over telephone communication and electronic mail communication that he just seems like a dude that I want to have a beer or two with. Well, that's exciting.
I was wondering, before we interviewed him, I was wondering if maybe he's an influencer, quote unquote, and maybe he'd come across as kind of a douchebag. But if he is definitely not a douchebag. He was awesome. Ashley, if you get a chance, you should listen to that interview just to see what kind of guy he was. Like Nick said, he was appreciative. It was weird.
So this is all new to
Cool.
you? You weren't listening to the podcast or anything like that while you were gone?
I listen to it every now and then, but it made me sad.
Oh, we don't
Because
want
it's so
any-
bad.
Yes, exactly.
They're pathetic.
We don't want anyone to be sad. Are you going to make it to this deal in Wisconsin?
Oh, yeah. definitely.
You are going to go. Okay, I was wondering. Somebody asked me over the weekend, and I wasn't sure. If
What
you were gonna be able to
about
make it.
your husband?
Yes, and the little baby.
What about your little baby?
Yep, he'll be there.
Oh, cool.
Will he
Is
play
he
that quarter machine with me across the street from the casino?
Yeah, it has lights on it, so he'll be interested.
Fun.
CENT, to answer questions. People were wondering which scent.
I spelled it.
Yeah, you did spell it. CENT. That's the one you wanted.
Yeah, I spelled the balls off of
Yeah,
it.
you sure did. No more balls left on that one. CENT.
So there you go. Any other thoughts, Ashley, or anything else you want to get off your
Lactating chest.
on day one?
No, I don't think I have anything. I'm really excited to be here.
Which of the three of us did you miss the most?
Don't do that to me.
Why would you do that to me? If you said somebody else, I'll be hurt.
I probably talked to Nick the least, so
We don't talk. We don't do that, Ashley and I.
we know where we stand.
Yeah. We don't have anything. There's nothing that we haven't already said to each other.
Exactly.
We know exactly how. Welcome back. It's great to have you back. It wasn't the same without you. And by damn, we've got plenty to cover this morning. Like I said, we'll get a chance to hang with Randy Shaver again for the first time in a few days.
Oh, I forgot about him.
Yeah, he's easily forgettable.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was gone
why.
last week too, Ashley.
Yeah, is everybody still alive?
Oh, for
All our
Christ's sake,
guests?
I forgot. Yeah, everyone's still alive. I forgot. We haven't talked to Randy in a long friggin' time.
No.
And don't even bring up why the hell he had to miss 3 days of work.
Some people are frustrated by that.
I'm not even going to get into it. And Dr.
Can
P.
you guess
Jesus.
who?
And Dr. P. Jesus a little bit later on this morning. So let's take a break. We'll come back with the stupid news here in a few minutes.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Hey, podcast pals. Dana here to give you a friendly reminder that now is the best time to get your furnace tuned up before we take a shot to the face with cold Minnesota weather. My pals at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning currently have same-day and next-day openings, but they won't last long. By the time October rolls around, if your furnace craps out, you'll be freezing your private parts off while dealing with side eye from your significant other and pets for not calling sooner. So give Standard Heating and Air Conditioning a call today. Check this out. You can save up to $70 on your tune-up with Standard Heating. Visit standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com to book today.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Football season is here.
Oh, man.
Believe has the podcast to enhance your football experience.
We got to embarrass them into doing things the right way.
From the pros
Definitely one of the most interesting quarterback rooms ever.
to college
Michigan is set at 8.5 wins.
to fantasy.
If you feel that way, why didn't you trade him?
Become a better fan and listen to the football podcasts from Believe.
Oh, man.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Stupid news on the Half-Assed Morning Show.
All right. I love this crowd. Appreciate you listening. Let's go ahead with our first crack at the stupid news report for the week. For starters here, I again have to ask for your patience. I have trouble comprehending certain things. I'm not a social media guy. And I know mostly nothing about what might be considered interesting or entertaining on said social media. So, help me out if you can. From what I understand here, a dude out in a place called Bucks County, Pennsylvania, He's become a big deal online. He has. Because he supposedly wanders around from location to location there in Bucks County. He appears to take a squeege at each of those different locations. He records it, he posts it, and folks seem to really enjoy watching it.
Yeah, it's
Brilliant.
nothing I'd be too interested in, I guess.
Is he doing anything unique with the peeing?
I don't think it's terribly unique. We'll get through it here, Smashley, and we'll try to figure it out together. The headline to the story refers to this mess as a viral urination trend. Some call it performance art. Some call it master piss theater.
Excellent.
The online dude who is making all these videos goes by the handle of the Bucks County Pisser. Now, he doesn't show his little pecker, so nobody's 100% sure if he's really urinating in public outside of the landmarks in the area, outside of all these. They don't know if he's really taking a piss or if he's just using a spray bottle or something along those lines. Dude has pumped out 7 different piss videos in the last few weeks. He strikes late at night. He's hit up the local museum. Oh, a couple of high schools, this and that.
Dude's going to catch a charge.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I was going to mention, recently at a youth sporting event, I saw, it was a halftime, and I saw the referee take a leak just in the middle of the lawn. There was porta potties there. I'm going to say maybe 50 yards away, and I know this because I was walking back from one. When I saw the guy, I'm like, it kind of looks like he's about to pee, and that's exactly what he did at a park. I mean, there's kids absolutely everywhere. There's a bunch of kids playing football and just hanging out on the swings and whatnot.
He didn't bother climbing into the woods?
No, he didn't even go between parked cars. I think so. He saw me, and he was about to go between parked cars. And then he decided, F it, and he just kind of walked over in the middle of the lawn and pissed right there.
I had a soccer coach that taught us the pee stretch back in the day. You kind of do like the Tim Tebow on one knee, and you just kind of pulled out the side and just let her go as long as you're not facing any, men, women, and children.
Now, I understand you got to go, but like I said, there was 2 porta potties he easily could have walked over to. Couldn't figure that one out. And I thought the same thing, Ashley, that he was going to, as you said, coolly catch a charge with something like that.
For Christ's sake, we were at a high school graduation party a few years ago in a park, and my folks were there, and the old man had to take a whiz, and he did not want to walk all the way to the porta potties, and they were quite a poke for a guy his age at the time. But there were woods fairly close by, much, much closer than the porta potties. But the sumbitch, I don't know, 50, 75 people there, some of them high school kids. He just yanked it out, 10, 12 steps away from the picnic tables we were all sitting at and took a piss right on a jogging trail. If he would have taken another 20, 25 steps, he would have made it to the woods. He just didn't care.
Weird.
Just didn't care.
One of my best friends almost got a sex offender charge. He had to go to court to get out of it. And this was kind of BS. I get it. It was across the street from a school, but it was in the middle of the night. It was like 2:30 in the morning. They were walking home from a bar, and it was at a dumpster, basically, half a block away, but you could see the school from where he was. And they threw a charge at him for public urination and maybe a sex offender.
That's
and it was like it cost him a fortune to get out of that. It was ridiculous.
That's friggin' stupid. He ran into a cop that was not right in the head. So anyway, this piss video guy all over a place called Bucks County, Pennsylvania. It says here in damn near every pee video the dude puts out there, he throws in a line from the television show Dexter. Never saw it.
Excellent show. One of my all-time favorites.
So he's throwing some kind of a Dexter vibe in there.
Did you watch the new series, Ashley?
I started it. I actually completely forgot that I started it.
Oh, you got to go back.
Yeah, I do.
It's great.
I need something new.
The cops in this neighborhood say they're aware of the videos, but they're not too worried about it because the way the videos are shot, the cops can't say for sure that the dude is legitimately taking a whiz in public or not. Like I told you before, he never actually shows his little acorn.
You know what I learned yesterday? I was reading an article about there's a shortage of male porn stars for various reasons. And it is crazy, the amount between men and women. Thousands of women, basically like 100 guys. It was real low.
Right.
And they talked about a lot of reasons. Part of it is performance anxiety. And I didn't realize this. Did you know that they fake money shots at times?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and there's like I can't remember the name of it, but there's a particular substance that's very popular for faking it.
Who's whipping up those batches?
I could say your mom, but I know what that feels like. So
it's just like stirring, up a glass of chocolate milk, Dana. It's no big deal.
Sure.
I always figured it was like glue.
They didn't mention glue. They mentioned like just a couple substances.
That would be a pain in the ass, actually.
Oh, I didn't think about that. He got it all over.
I'm not trying to be literal with that comment. Yeah, Josh.
So this is well known?
Yeah.
I was shocked. I thought, well, how do they even do that? And they mentioned there's creative camera work and things like that. And they said, part of the problem is it's very difficult to make it look real. So that's why they're trying to find more male porn stars.
There are even niche videos. Fetish, maybe, is the word. I can't be certain. That focus solely on massive fake male orgasms.
Oh, so it's fake going into it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Weird.
All right, so ever since this piss video guy has become very popular, there are now copycat pissers pushing out similar videos in the general area of Bucks County, Pennsylvania. Penn State University being one of those locations where there are copycat videos happening.
What in the world?
Yeah,
Well, this is the latest popular gimmick for the young fellers, Josh. Like we were talking last week, that high school dudes everywhere are pissing all over their schools and posting videos.
Yeah.
This is the hot new way to stay current and stay hip in the young social media community. It's urinating recklessly all over town. There's another dude out there that calls himself, in the same neighborhood, there's another dude out there that calls himself the Bucks County Mailbox Pisser.
In a mailbox?
Yeah, in a mailbox.
I'd be pretty upset if somebody peed all over my mail.
Yeah, I'd be disgusted. There was a trend going around for a while that was kind of like this, but all these guys would stand on the toilet seat in the bathroom and then take a video or a picture of them peeing everywhere, not just in the toilet.
It's just any angle possible.
I know I'm getting old, but I can't imagine watching that going, oh, that is awesome. Wow.
That dude's taking a whiz.
Yeah, I don't get it. By the way, people are texting in saying on the fake money shots that Jordan Max brought it up once. I don't remember that. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah,
she would know.
I thought that was the case.
Okay.
Jordan Max,
our former porn star buddy.
Oh, my God. So anyway, the Bucks County Police, like I said, they don't seem too worried about this because they can't say for sure if these piss videos are legit. One of the cops recently said, specifically about the Bucks County mailbox pisser, the cop said, he has a strong stream, so he must be young.
Oh, I don't know. I've got a very strong stream, and I'm middle-aged.
You're beyond middle-aged.
Yeah. Am I really?
Well, yeah.
Oh, I thought middle-aged was like in the 40s and 50s.
Yeah, more 40s, dude. What I mean, you're 50 now.
I know.
If you were legitimately middle-aged, that means you're going to live to be 100?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're beyond middle-aged.
I'm going to live to be 100.
I'm glad to hear you say that, actually, because every time we talk about our inevitable fate, you always say, oh, I'll be dead by the time I'm 58.
No, yeah, 65 is probably the real number. I'll try anything 4 times. Jesus said he works for the Parks Department. It's crazy the amount of things people think is okay to do in parks. A few other people have said, don't do the public peeing. They got in some major trouble for it. I remember my mom was like really against that. Like when we were outside playing, we didn't want to come in, so we just pee next to the garage. I grew up in Minneapolis. We had alleys, so we just go behind the garage.
Oh, God.
And for whatever reason, like that infuriated her.
Maybe when she was a kid, she got peed on.
I don't know, possibly.
People are texting in saying Minneapolis has several famous online pissers. Like I said, this is the thing right now. It won't last terribly long. God knows what the next cute little trend will be on. But people are saying you don't got to go all the way to Bucks County, Pennsylvania to find social media pissers.
Yeah, people are saying like Minnetonka. There's quite a few different cities, I guess, that have somebody that...
The trend is spreading. What? Yeah.
All right.
I don't... I'm so tired of trying to figure this stuff out. It just gives me a headache.
It's been a while since there was a trend I thought that was pretty funny, you know? It's this kind of thing I just don't see. And I'm not trying to be bitter at all. I just don't really get the humor.
Why isn't it funny, Josh?
Well, because piss isn't funny. Piss is piss.
Right. Actual quote from my grandmother. Just moments before she passed.
Dying words.
A pee drowning.
Now, in Phoenix, Arizona's, they have their own problems out there. They're busy dealing with the penis man. Apparently, this is an old bit that goes all the way back to the year of 2020. I'll explain it to you. By damn, I will. So some jagoff is out and about in the Phoenix area, tagging local buildings. That's the term for spray painting. If you dudes running around Phoenix tagging local buildings, whoever it is takes a can of spray paint and they write 2 words for you. Mm-hmm. Penis, man.
I like this.
All over town, by God, north, south, east, west, this way and that. Everywhere as you turn in Phoenix, you can see evidence that Penis Man has been there, whoever that is and whatever that means. So, it says here now that Penis Man bit, this Penis Man bit, first made headlines in the year of 2020. Tempe, Arizona police arrested a feller by the name of Dustin Schomer for vandalism. This is the origin story of Penis Man. They arrested a dude named Dustin. Police said he was responsible for the original Penis Man tags around the city. But Dustin told the police that he was a copycat, and he only spray painted stupid Penis Man a few times. He said he wasn't the OG.
Lame.
That is lame.
Stolen valor.
No arrests have been made on this latest silly outbreak of 4th grade quality vandalism. And of course, if you get a look at how local folks feel about this gimmick online, some love it, some don't. One dude on social media simply wrote, "I hate this guy."
Yeah, I can understand that thought too.
Penis Man is who we're dealing with.
You guys ever get tricked into joining the Pen 15 Club?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a classic.
Yeah.
No, they never got me on that one.
Oh, they got me in about 4th grade, some older kids. You know, I wanted to fit in with the older kids. They're like, well, we just started this Pen 15 Club, and they write Pen. If you're not familiar, they write Pen 15 right after, huge on my hand. And when you look at it, it spells out penis, essentially. And I fell for it.
That's the end of the bit right there?
That's it.
And then they all, loser.
They all laugh at you.
Josh just wanted to be part of a club.
That's it. I just wanted to be accepted by
You just wanted to feel like you belonged.
And they wrote penis right on my hand.
Sucker.
It's the one and only time a penis and my hand have ever combined forces.
Uh-huh.
I told you guys before I lived across from what we had eventually called Penis Park because I woke up to graffiti everywhere. Mm-hmm. And at first I thought, well, that's not right. And then I noticed it was all penises, and I thought, okay, I can see the humor. And I've said before, too, that, this was essentially art. It was everywhere. They got any surface, the ground, the sidewalk, the signs, the park itself, slides, they covered in penises, some of them action shots with helpful descriptions. They wrote out what was what. Mm-hmm. Huge balls. I mean, the whole thing.
Did they write out huge balls?
No, they just wrote balls, and they had arrows to everything. Now, my only concern about the district educational system, there at District 196.
Other than the nutritional values of what the children are eating for lunch.
Okay, let's talk about complex carbohydrates just for a second. Trans fatty acids? I mean, come on now. So, yeah, it came out in zigzags. So
the release was
it was all zigzags, and they explained what it was, right? They said this is what it is.
This is the money shot.
Yeah, so that's where I thought, oh, they got to have more sex ed there.
That sounds like an STI.
Yeah, well, or it was just pure lightning.
If it's zigzagging on exit, on release, then that sounds like maybe somebody caught the clap.
They got my truck, and
what do you mean they got your truck?
They didn't put a penis on there.
With spray paint?
Yeah, they just spray painted just like a big circle. And basically, they just held the spray paint to my tailgate.
Sure.
Oh, that's too far.
They were testing out.
I think that they were just kind of, clearing out the nozzle there.
Yeah, pecker-based or penile art, it goes back centuries, Josh, to the beginning of man, really.
And the parks guys, they got a kick out of it. I'm sure it sucked to have to clean that up, but I saw a couple of them snickering.
One of my pals in high school, that was his thing. Drawing massive male genitalia anywhere he could see an opportunity. Books, the walls, the lockers.
Was he good at it? I had a couple of friends
It was very cartoonish. He did not attempt to make it medical in appearance or whatever the word is I'm going for. It was very, very cartoonish. But very entertaining. I mean, my favorite routine that he had was, we went to detention almost every day. And there was a collection of magazines in the detention hall. You're sitting there for an hour. Are we going to do homework? No, we're not the type of kids that do homework. We're in detention. So he knew that eventually I might grab this old episode of Sports Illustrated and page through it while I'm in detention. And he would mark that magazine before I got there. You know what I mean? He knew that's how he would strike. And he added a little fun to detention because I knew, well, let me go grab this copy of People magazine to see if Donnie's been in there. And he had.
That is fun. I like that.
The penises would stretch pages.
Oh, yeah.
You're turning the, oh my God, still going. Anyway.
It's like when you got the textbook and, the kid from the year before had it and just went to town with it.
Right.
All it was for us was like Van Halen logos and stuff like that. There was never anything dirty.
We did a lot of Stussy logos, too.
Yes.
Stussies and penises. That was it.
I mean, after high school, we ended up landing a janitorial gig. Me and this guy, Donnie, who would draw penises everywhere. We ended up landing a janitorial gig together. And let me see if I can play this out. Yes, he would go into all these offices in this office building. He would go in before me because he was the trash guy. I was the vacuum guy. So he would go in there, empty the trash, give him a new trash can, knowing that I'll be there in 5 minutes with the vacuum. He would take an opportunity to draw one of his large, long penises on the whiteboard in the office. So he got me over and over again.
What a fun guy.
He was great.
Jesus was a carpenter, Jesus said, didn't one of you guys draw and sell female genitalia? Well, you might be thinking about my buddy. That's what I was saying. Like, he was so good. You could put this in an educational textbook for people studying to be doctors. He was so good at drawing that. Yeah, by request. Keep in mind, porn wasn't easily accessible back then. He would draw whatever you wanted. Whatever fetish you had, whatever, he would sell these pictures.
Here's an interesting fact. I never thought of this. I used to deliver lube by the truckload. Jesus has texted into the show to tell us that pretty much about half the hands that you've ever shaken in your lifetime have had a penis in it.
Oh, I thought of that, yeah.
I never thought of that ever in my lifetime.
Weird.
I don't know if that was an original thought or somebody told me. And yeah, I think about that.
More than half, he says. Okay, hopefully we can keep our listeners entertained enough to avoid something like this. We don't want any of you ending up in an ambulance. Says here, a 36-year-old gal who lives out in the ridiculous United Kingdom. A 36-year-old gal who lives out that way. She damn near died. What happened was she yawned so damn hard one morning that her effing neck broke.
Oh, no.
What?
I've seen you yawn before, Nick, where I thought, oh, his health is in some serious trouble.
I can dump some long, loud yawns.
Oh, you just made me yawn thinking about it.
This gal yawned with so much fervor one morning, her neck broke in half, and she had to have emergency surgery. Haley is the name. She had just woken up out of bed one morning. She was still pretty sleepy, like most of us are when we're fresh out the sack. She yawned, it did. And right quick, she felt a electric shock sensation shoot through her body. She could tell that something had just given way. She told her husband to get her English ass to the hospital, and he did. The pain was off the charts. After an x-ray or two, the damn, what do you call those folks again? Doctors found out she had gone ahead and busted something called the C6 and C7 bones in her neck. And the bones, when they broke, they shot forward into her effing spine.
Oof.
Oh. My husband wouldn't have taken me to the hospital.
What do you mean?
If I told him, like, if he saw me yawn and then I was like, oh, something's wrong, he'd be like, drink some water. You're okay. He would never think like, oh, yeah, you broke your neck.
He's a walk it off, rub some dirt on it kind of a guy?
Yeah, in his defense, it's worked a lot of the times.
Water helps out?
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't sound good, to break a couple bones in your neck and then have them spray into your spinal column.
What do they say online? New fear unlocked?
Is that
yeah,
right?
I'm going to think about this every time I yawn.
You reticulate your mouth, you have to kind of close it up a little bit.
What's the one that I keep hearing about? Now, I'm not on social media, but my wife tells me about some of these things that people post up there. This is the one that's driving me crazy. And my wife, to torture me, keeps reading me these posts on social media from people. I think I have this right. Core memory?
Yeah.
I haven't heard that one.
Core, do I have that right?
Yes,
core
you
memory
are. You're
unlocked.
correct.
Core memory?
So it just reminds you of something that was significant in your past? Mm-hmm. Is that the gist?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Core memory unlocked. Or core memory... Anyway, I'm missing something. I know I am. But it's driving me nuts.
Why is it driving you nuts? She's using it a lot, you mean, just to irritate you?
Yeah, it's irritating the way people talk on social media. You know, when they talk about their journey and all that crap, right? They make their lives seem so over-the-top important when you're just average like the rest of us. But everyone seems to be going down this line. I wish I could remember. I know I'm missing something. It's something about, it's usually someone with their kid. Core memory. We went to the zoo today or something like that. I know I'm missing something, but I think I'm close.
Yeah, I'm looking at them. I can see that being annoying.
Am I missing a word?
No, the only one I'm seeing is just core memory with like a heart or something, or core memory unlocked.
Yeah, right. So Haley's the name of this gal who had her neck broke by yawning. She said it was a freak accident. And for cripe's sake, the doctors weren't sure she was going to make it. Neck, bones, shot into her spinal area.
Oh, that's such a dumb way to die.
Yeah, and if she did make it, they weren't terribly confident she'd be able to walk again. Luckily, the doctors got it done during surgery. They saved her. It wasn't pretty, but she made it. She had to ride around in one of those wheelchairs for a long while after her surgery.
Crazy.
She had to relearn how to walk, but she's good to go now. She did admit that since this disaster, yawning scares the living hell out of her.
Oh, I'd be terrified, too.
That first yawn back, you got to be careful.
You're holding them in.
I felt kind of bad about it the other day. I ruined one of my dog's yawns. I don't know why. I just reverted a core memory to like 6th grade. Did you guys used to do that with your buddies?
What did you do now?
Put the finger in their mouth?
Yeah.
Yes.
So when somebody would yawn, and like my brother and cousin, we would do that to each other. You'd ruin the yawn.
That's how you get punched in the face.
I don't know why I did it. It just was, again, core memory unlocked. He's yawning right in front of me, and I just said, boop, pressed his tongue, and he's like, what the hell, man?
That's messed up.
Yeah. All right, here's one from Ask Me About CrossFit Jesus. I'm going to start using this to annoy people. He said the newest one his wife annoys him with is co-signed, meaning she agrees. That's awesome.
So she says, I want to go to Pizza Ranch tonight. And he says, yeah, and I want to get some beer. And she says, co-signed? Like she agrees?
Yeah.
Co-signed.
Like,
come on.
That one's been around a while.
I've never heard it.
New to me, and I'm going to start using that all the time.
Now that I open up this can of worms, people are texting in. They're tired of everyone saying that things live rent-free in your head.
I always thought that one was stupid.
It is stupid.
Yeah, that's never been something where I thought was kind of funny or creative.
I had it and I lost it. I read that text and I lost where I was going with this. I know a couple people who can't stop with this. Instead of saying, okay, Josh, let's say I was talking about Josh, and he's not the greatest athlete I've ever seen in my life, which is true. You're not the greatest athlete I've ever seen.
This is news to me.
Right. In the old days, I would say Josh doesn't have the skill set for that, or Josh doesn't have the skills for that, right? Now, I'm getting bombed with this by people, and I'm about ready to blow. Josh doesn't have the bandwidth for that. Shut up! Come up with a different angle. Everything is bandwidth. I don't have the bandwidth. She doesn't have the bandwidth. The Vikings didn't have the bandwidth to win that game in Ireland. Come on.
I was just going to say something that probably get me punched in the mouth. I saw Gavin Rossdale of Bush once, and he didn't have the bandwidth. It was just him. He was doing a solo show. Don't hit me. I'm sick. I got my glasses on. You can't hit me.
Dork.
He didn't have the bandwidth?
No, he was a solo act. Just him and an acoustic guitar.
That's cute.
That was good.
I like that. I do.
Oh, thanks. I got kind of sweaty thinking this might bomb.
No, it worked. It played, man. You know what? I would go ahead and co-sign that.
I didn't think you had the bandwidth. Ow.
Core memory. God.
Yeah, I haven't heard that one.
All right. We're getting there. We are. This will likely be the first of a lot of Halloween vibes being thrown around.
Anybody here going to dress up for Halloween?
Oh, come on.
Definitely.
I don't have the bandwidth for that.
Co-signed.
I get to do a family costume for the first time.
Josh, it's September 30th. How the hell would I know if I'm dressing up for Halloween?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Ashley, I know plans ahead. Sounds like you have.
I'm sorry. What are you're doing what?
A family costume for the first time.
Oh, no.
We're doing Calvin and Hobbes, though, so it's cool. Like, we're going to be the mom and dad.
No, it will not be cool.
It's so cute. He's got a little stuffed tiger.
Core memory, my kid's first Halloween. I can see it now. You're going to put it all over social media.
Hashtag core memory.
This will be the first of a lot of Halloween vibes being thrown around in the next, 31 days.
I love it.
Ugh.
Stop it.
This is a shame, kind of silly if you ask me. The Mayo Clinic Hospital in Phoenix. We're back in Phoenix. The Mayo Clinic Hospital down there has told a coffee mobile to stop swinging into their parking lot. Food truck that serves coffee, in case you don't know what the hell I meant when I said coffee mobile. The Mayo Clinic told this coffee mobile to get out and stay out. The clinic doesn't think their vibe is quite right. The truck has a spooky Halloween-type vibe. They call the truck, or the company, Graveyard Shift Coffee. You see where I'm coming from so far? It's
Sounds pretty cool.
It's a hospital, and it's a truck with dead vibes to it, scary vibe. The truck has been a regular fixture in the parking lot there. They hang out between 9 p.m. and 1 a.m., and they cater to the hospital night shift workers.
Oh, that's genius.
The logo on the truck is a smiling skeleton wearing green hospital scrubs and holding a hot cup of coffee. On social media, Graveyard Shift Coffee said, due to our logo and name, we're no longer allowed to serve coffee at the hospital, effective immediately. So I guess some folks are too sensitive for that kind of thing, which is friggin' ridiculous.
Yeah, it's kind of far.
Well, your food truck has, like a death vibe to it. And my great-grandma died 3 weeks ago. There is no reason to make that connection. No reason at all.
No, you're definitely reaching.
So, This graveyard shift coffee truck has hit up other hospitals, too. They go to a children's hospital in the neighborhood. It's unclear if they're still welcome at those places.
And everyone knows what a graveyard shift is, right? Nobody, I mean, do you really associate it with death? I know graveyard's in the title, but people know when you say graveyard shift, oh, you work overnights.
Yeah.
Josh, don't even try to figure it out. You have to be one of those ultra sensitive types. Anyway, you want to know what's on the menu in the coffee mobile, the graveyard shift coffee mobile. They have a drink called the Bloody Eye. It's always the eyes. It's like a doll's eyes, a shark's eyes. They've got lifeless eyes. They turn over white. So they've got the Bloody Eye coffee drink that's got chocolate and strawberry in it.
Yum.
They got another drink over there, a little drinky drink, that's got lavender and honey up in it. They call that one the formaldehyde. What happened over there?
Lavender?
I thought that was a color. That's a food? What the hell is it?
It's actually really good.
It is?
I have like a lavender coffee creamer.
Since when did lavender go from being the color of my aunt's couch to a food?
Well, it's a plant.
What?
Honestly, I can't even explain what it tastes like. Like, it's just lavender. Now that you bring it up.
This
Weird.
is brand new to me. It's going to take me a day or two.
Where the heck are the pumpkin spice lattes?
Oh, I'm sure they could drown you in
those.
that. Allie, or what's your name again?
That's Ashley.
Ashley, they'll drown you in pumpkin spice. I guarantee it. Or anywhere you go between now and the end of next month.
I've already had pumpkin spice, so I'm the only one here that's really embraced fall.
Yeah, oh, I've had a lot.
Ah, son of a...
That pumpkin spice cold foam? Oh, yeah, baby.
One more drink they have has got honey and cinnamon. They call that murder spice, this, that, the other effing thing.
Is your favorite kind of spice baby spice?
Whew.
You love baby spice.
No competition, man. No friggin' competition. Great. Now I'm going to be on the internet the rest of the friggin' day looking at Baby Spice with her big, giant shoes.
She's got big shoes?
My God.
What?
Her shoes? What are you talking about? They all wore those big, giant shoes.
Oh, I didn't really follow them too much.
Oh, they're
Big ol'
like
boots.
platform?
Yeah, like Kiss used to wear.
I was imagining
that's
like
kind of their
clown
thing.
shoes.
You know what I mean. I don't know how to speak that language, but the big, tall platform shoes. Baby Spice in her little dress and her little pigtails.
So cute.
And then she came at me with that one song about two become one.
Yeah, that kind of ruined you.
Sports on the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
If you're Pittsburgh, everything underneath, short, inside the numbers.
When stepping up over the middle, it's broken up. Deshaun Elliott knocks it away and seals the deal for the Steelers.
Jesus, the stupid Vikings went all the way to Ireland just to get their asses kicked by Karen.
That sucked. I hate seeing him happy. I hate it.
I agree.
Went all the way to Ireland.
Didn't he break like some record too? I think like Brett Favre's record on like how many times they beat the Vikings.
Who gives a rat's
That makes
ass?
me even more mad.
I don't know. You go all the way to Ireland. You can't even beat Karen. Come on.
Yeah, that sucked.
We have that in common now, me and the Minnesota Vikings. Because when I went to Ireland, I pretty much came away from the trip feeling like garbage, too. So
You're so anti-Ireland.
it sucked out there. It sucked. There was nothing. I took away nothing positive from my visit to Ireland. The plane rides there and back sucked. When I was there, it
What about
sucked.
the lassies, the Irish lassies? Pretty hot?
Jesus, come on.
What? Is that's
Yeah, I've heard that same thing.
It's really?
Yeah, that it's not like the movies portray it.
Oh, I've been lied to.
Come on. Rocco Baldelli, all done.
That's
Twins.
too bad.
Twins fired him.
Or is it too bad? I don't know.
Well,
I know you like the guy.
I liked him. I thought he
like
was
Rocco
cool.
enough, but you know what's going on over there. They're gutting the whole system, right?
Who's gonna want that job?
Nobody.
They'll give it to some guy who's never skippered before, who wants his first crack at managing, some dude who's been humping away in the friggin' big leagues for 25. You know what I'm talking about? If someone will want that job, hell yes. If I was trying to make a name for myself in baseball and never been a manager before, I'd take any job. So they'll find a guy, but they're just gutting the whole operation, right? They're gonna the rosters, what do they call it in the business? The payroll's just gonna go down to damn near nothing, so they can try to build up some income again. I mean, that's at least my assumption as to what's going on. I like Rocco, but they had a couple bad years in a row.
Rocco!
I mean, of course, the trade NAMI.
That didn't help.
Didn't help.
Freaking poll ads.
Oh!
By the way, I'm trying to remember when Thanks Obama was a thing?
Yeah.
No matter what it was, like, they're out of ice cream over here at the grocery store.
Go ahead.
Thanks Obama, and you'd use it all over the place. I've been using friggin' poll ads in place of Thanks Obama.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, like I got sick over the weekend. Friggin' poll ads.
Thanks a lot, poll ad
Yeah.
family,
All their fault.
for getting me sick. Yes, I do remember the Thanks Obama. You had an uncle once who was personally laid off by Obama in his mind.
Oh, yeah, and the connection was very impressive.
Right.
Think of like an FBI board with strings attaching all these different things. It was kind of like that. But I did like that bit. I thought it was funny. No matter what was going on, you'd thank Obama. Now I'm doing that with the poll ads, even though obviously they have nothing to do with a cold virus, but in my mind they do.
Right. That's funny you bring that up. I'm glad you did. Over the weekend, I was hanging out with an old-timer, my uncle. And, of course, we're talking about old-timey stuff. Stuff that happened when I was young, when he was young. And I forgot who. Someone brought up a name, Josh. Like, hey, whatever happened to old cousin Pete, right? And my uncle says, well, for quite a few years he was working this job until, Reagan got him fired. And I don't get much time to spend with this uncle, so I didn't want to interrupt. I wanted to say, give me a friggin' break.
Back to this, it wasn't an uncle, but it was a family member of some sort for me. Now, the reason I take that back. The reason most people would say he was fired is because he destroyed somewhere in the neighborhood of $500,000 worth of equipment for the second time.
Oh!
But in his mind, it was a former
Obama.
President. Yeah,
Obama.
that got him that way.
Right. It was just great. Whatever happened to cousin Pete? He was doing all right until Reagan, took his job away from him. Oh, will you save it? Anyway, back to baseball. The playoffs start today. I'm very excited about the playoffs. Monday Night Football will tell you about that when we bring for Brains into the mix. What the hell's his name again?
Randy
Shaver. Half hour.
Brad Ryder?
But what day is it today?
Tuesday.
Does that mean Brad?
Oh,
Ryder?
no, Brad's. Never mind.
Yeah,
he was on
today.
last Tuesday.
Josh's News is next.
What?
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Hey, podcast pals. Dana here to give you a friendly reminder that now is the best time to get your furnace tuned up before we take a shot to the face with cold Minnesota weather. My pals at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning currently have same-day and next-day openings, but they won't last long. By the time October rolls around, if your furnace craps out, you'll be freezing your private parts off while dealing with side eye from your significant other and pets for not calling sooner. So give Standard Heating and Air Conditioning a call today. Check this out. You can save up to $70 on your tune-up with Standard Heating. Visit standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com to book today.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Everyone knows the legend of D.B. Cooper, but what if I told you there's an even better story out there? One with multiple aircraft hijackings, prison escapes, and so many twists and turns. I'm talking about the hit podcast, American Skyjacker, which is now an action-packed documentary coming to theaters and streaming this fall. Find out more at www.americanskyjacker.com and listen to our bonus episode of the podcast coming soon. American Skyjacker. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
You're listening to the radio.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
And I keep asking him why he helped. Why'd you help me?
I helped you because God told me to help you, first and foremost. And he's no stranger. I mean, I would do it for you. I would do it for anybody else.
What started as a stroke of good fortune for a Michigan man eventually became a nightmare at the hands of his own family, with betrayal baked into the bloodline. It started outside a pawn shop in Detroit, where the man noticed someone who appeared to be blind and struggling. Wanting to help, he offered a hand, not realizing it was actually a stunt by a social media influencer. The man, who had gone there to pawn his wife's wedding ring in hopes they could pay their utility bill, gave the stranger a few dollars despite his own predicament. That's when the blind man revealed he wasn't blind at all. He was an influencer. Touched by the Good Samaritan's gesture, the influencer set up a GoFundMe which raised more than $100,000, along with a new car for the unsuspecting do-gooder.
We need more people like Curtis in this world. And everyone can do the small acts because the small acts are what matters. That's where all this money came from, was everyone that had a small amount that they could give wanted to give to you because they felt your heart.
Kindness does not run in that family. Instead of celebrating his good fortune, the man soon found himself betrayed. His own nephew hatched a plan to rob and kidnap him. Investigators later uncovered phone calls between the nephew and his brother, an inmate at the county jail, where the nephew admitted he wanted to turn a hustle on his uncle because money was tight.
To find out that his own family got something to do with that, that's heartbreaking, man.
Detroit police were called to investigate a home invasion and kidnapping at the man's Southwest Detroit house. His wife told officers 2 armed people broke in, tied her up, and demanded to know where the money at before taking off with a safe. Not long after, police responded to a burning vehicle at the east side of the city. There, they found the victim tied up near the SUV as it burned. The man explained that he'd been restrained inside his vehicle while the suspects drove to multiple ATMs, draining his accounts. He was still tied up in the truck when the intruders raided his home for that safe.
This is all the same story?
Yeah. Yeah, so this guy, he helps somebody. The guy's like, hey, surprise, we're actually trying to find folks that are good people. They raise $100,000, give him a vehicle. Again, he's there to pawn his wife's wedding ring because they couldn't afford the air conditioning or whatever utilities.
Right.
And
that sucks.
His nephew robs him in a violent way.
I finally caught a break in life. Yay.
F me running.
Yeah.
You know, when you mentioned a social media influencer, I thought this was going to go in a completely different direction. I thought that the social media influencer would, slap him in the face with a bag of turds and say, you've been pranked or whatever, something along those lines,
I can
right?
see why, yeah.
This is all over the friggin' place. So where do we go now? Where are we at now?
Well, I think the lesson here is don't do anything nice for anybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It'll end in a kidnapping and betrayal.
Son of a bitch bastard.
Prison food may be bad, but one inmate decided to plate something even worse. A South Carolina man just earned himself 15 extra years behind bars after launching a cup filled not with water, not with coffee, but with piping hot homemade diarrhea straight into a corrections officer's face.
That is so horrible.
At least it was homemade.
On the evening of the fecal felony, a corrections officer was delivering meals to inmates.
That's so horrible.
As the officer handed 35-year-old Donald Harper Jr. his dinner, instead of a thank you, Harper threw his old digestive dinner in the officer's face. The fecal matter hit the officer in the eyes and mouth, with the sewage seeping down his face like a foul, chunky, body temperature gastrointestinal gravy.
Oh, now he's got E. coli.
That's the worst thing I've ever heard you say out loud.
The officer needed medical treatment, a breath mint, and continued monitoring for potential infectious diseases. Before his plea, Harper was expected to be released in 2036. However, luckily, the judge threw the book at him. He gave him 15 more years for throwing diarrhea at the guard.
Whoa.
So now he's not going to get out until 2051. Hope it was worth it.
When was he originally going to get out?
2036.
Well, it's still quite a poke. But I'm glad that he's looking at another 15 effing years. That is just... I'm surprised the guard didn't just baton him.
Maybe he did.
Into next week.
Do you go back to work the next day after taking diarrhea to the face, or you just kind of take some time to reevaluate?
No, it's a mandatory day off.
Yeah.
It's a mandatory.
Diarrhea to the face.
What did he say? What, Dana was wrong?
No, I'm just saying, like...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you should get a day off. You took diarrhea to the face.
Yeah.
A former Miami-Dade police officer was arrested last week after deputies said he tried to pass himself off as a law enforcement officer, flashing his old badge, pulling up a photo of his credentials, and even bragging he once had been named Officer of the Year.
Of the year.
Oh, wow. They put your picture up in at the precinct. What is that? Thank you.
Police station.
Yeah, I should have went with that.
Police say the 39-year-old told them he was still with the Miami-Dade Police Department and working alongside the U.S. Marshals on a task force to find a missing girl. He claimed the girl's phone had pinged nearby, and body camera footage shows him displaying a badge and scrolling to his old credentials on his phone. When pressed, he explained the girl runs from the cops, which is why he wasn't in a marked patrol car. That explains that. He also said she hadn't been officially entered as a missing person yet. That's why the cops didn't notice that.
Got some paperwork to fill out before that's official.
Apparently, the only thing missing was his actual employment. Investigators discovered the truth. He'd actually been fired earlier this year after failing a urine test, and the sheriff's office later confirmed he wasn't with any police department or any federal task force, as he claimed. As deputies moved in to arrest him, body camera video captured him asking, "What did I do?" They told him he was wanted for impersonating a police officer. Before being taken to jail, he urged deputies to, quote, Google my name, adding, "I got Officer of the Year and everything."
He's so proud.
In fact, back in 2020, he had received that honor after being shot while trying to stop a man wanted for a domestic battery. As part of that recognition, Toyota awarded him with a brand new Tundra.
You can Google my name. What's up, bro? I said you can Google my name. I got an Officer of the Year and everything. I don't know how I'm impersonating.
After his arrest, he told deputies he pulled out his badge and old credentials out of habit. He didn't mean to show that to him.
So this is just an ex-cop gone nuts.
Well, yeah, trying to pretend he's still a cop, I guess. He claimed he only identified himself as an officer by mistake. You know?
Oh, I hate when that happens.
We've all been there.
Yeah, he held his badge up and everything. He knew what he was doing.
What? No, it was out of habit. He insisted.
They die hard. Old habits die hard.
He insisted the whole thing was completely accidental. Detectives, however, say documents from their investigation suggest he's now working as a private investigator and may have been in the area on an insurance-related case rather than any missing person search.
They gave him a truck?
Yeah.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah, he got a truck.
He got himself a Tundra.
A Rhode Island sheriff brewed up some trouble after sneaking a bathroom recording at a downtown Providence Starbucks on the Johnson and Wales University campus this month.
Did he catch somebody cutting a good one?
I don't know. They didn't say exactly what he caught.
Ew, dude.
Providence police say the 34-year-old badge-carrying bathroom voyeur used his cell phone to capture a woman in the bathroom.
That's a slap in the face. That's disgusting. He knows better.
Yes, he does. The Rhode Island State Police confirmed he's currently on leave while investigators sift through a disorderly conduct investigation. The contentious demise of a throuple led to the arrest of a female member of a polygamous trio. Responding to a 10 p.m. domestic disturbance call, police in Summerfield, Florida encountered a 26-year-old woman who advised she wants her ex-boyfriend and ex-girlfriend kicked out of their house. She explained she was in a polygamous relationship with the two.
It's hot stuff.
But has since broken up and wants them out. Her former partners were a 25-year-old woman and a 27-year-old man. As for the two becoming three, it's unclear when she got involved with them. During the disturbance late Tuesday, she struck the other woman in the head during a tussle on the home's front porch. The woman said she pushed back in self-defense, which caused her to fall down a couple of steps. The man gave police a similar description of that incident.
Well, it's never the people you want to be in a throuple.
You mean like as an outsider taking a look at their photos?
Yeah, you're like, oh, this is exciting. Oh.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
You're 100% correct. 100%.
Are you saying that it's only the ugly people who sign up for thruples?
I wouldn't use such a harsh word,
well,
but...
That's kind of the message that I got.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I could understand there being some hard feelings back and forth. I mean, how often do you want to choke out your significant other, right? Quite often. And now imagine there's another one there, too.
Oh.
This sounds like a lot of work.
And then they gang up on you every now and then.
Yeah.
And not in the good way, either.
We all want to choke them out now and again. Now imagine there's two of them.
A Michigan woman shot a man several times and then mocked him while calling 911. Later telling police if she hadn't run out of bullets, she would have blasted off all his toes and fingers, too. Police say 32-year-old Darnisha Sanders opened fire on a 42-year-old man, hitting him in the head and body about half a dozen times, leaving him clinging to life in a hospital bed. Around 3:30 a.m. in the morning, Sanders herself dialed 911 after the shooting. Dispatchers reported she could be heard making fun of the victim as he lay wounded. Ha, you suck! When questioned, Sanders claimed the man had been bothering and antagonizing her, and that's when she decided to shoot, adding that if her weapon had been fuller, his fingers and toes would have been fewer.
Loser, look at you. You got shot.
You can't even take 6 bullets.
You bitch.
When Sanders was arrested last week, prosecutors told the judge she showed no remorse. Instead, they said, She openly mocked the victim's condition even as he lay in the hospital bed.
So bogus.
She hates that guy.
Boy, she sounds like a real keeper.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I bet she's incredible in bed.
Yeah, I would think so. She kind of has that look. An American Airlines passenger had to be duct taped to her seat after attacking a flight attendant and erupting into a profanity-laced tirade, even admitting in front of fellow passengers that she once tried to poison her father. Authorities say the 40-year-old woman was on a Las Vegas-bound flight September 16th. She boarded a connecting plane to Charlotte, North Carolina, while returning from the Dominican Republic. Soon, she began pacing the aisle, yelling and threatening crew members. Flight attendants restrained her with zip ties and duct tape, but when they tied her to her seat, she kicked a crew member, knocking them to the ground. Witnesses report hearing her scream profanities at staff before calmly saying she put roach poison in her father's coffee when she was 11.
Why did
I don't know.
When did we start talking about our fathers?
Right, no one really asked.
It's a therapy session now.
She just threw that out.
A little game of show and tell happening now.
Yeah, again, when she was 11, she's 40 now. She said she tried to kill him, but it didn't work, she told them, and she said she was disappointed. For a short while, that is, she appeared calmer, even singing the chorus of a Spanish song.
Nah.
But then things escalated again. She started shouting bizarre instructions on how to kill someone with roach poison, even though she was unsuccessful. Moments later, she was yelling, "The show's over!" And started rambling incoherently before the recording ended.
The show's over.
All right, everybody go home. All done. The FBI was waiting when the plan landed in Vegas.
I love when they duct tape and zip tie these people to their seats. It looks so ridiculous.
That's true.
I would like to see it happen once.
She made the best of it, though. She was singing for a little bit, having some fun. Streaming today on Hulu, Chad Powers.
Oh, my God.
From executive producers Eli and Peyton Manning and starring Glenn Powell.
This is just the dumbest effing thing that maybe has ever happened outside of Adam Sandler's Hollywood career.
The comedy follows Russ Holiday, a once promising college quarterback whose career was derailed by a costly mistake. 8 years later, he hatches a comeback plan, reinventing himself as the charming, gifted walk-on Chad Powers and joining a struggling Southern football team. The series consists of 6 episodes ending October 28th and also stars Steve Zahn. Then on Paramount Plus, the Naked Gun reboot begins streaming today.
Oh.
Kieran Culkin is 43 today, Tony Hale 55, Eric Stoltz.
Why does the name Tony Hale ring a bell?
I don't know if you'd know him. You never watched Arrested Development, did you?
I'm sorry. I was thinking of Alan Hale.
Ah, yes.
Are they related?
Good question. I'm not 100% sure.
I'm looking it up right now. Forget about Tetris.
He is so funny, though, Tony Hale.
Is he related to Alan? They don't look alike at all, so I'm going to say no.
Eric Stoltz, 64. Greg on the Brady Bunch. Barry Williams, 71. Shout out to White Bear Lake teacher Sheezus, formerly known as Loring Elementary Sheezus. New job as of yesterday. That's from Feels Like 10, Looks Like 2 Jesus. Happy 50th to Roger from your daughter Amanda. Happy 44th to Swimmer Jesus. And that's 93X News.
Randy Shaver.
On the Half-Assed Morning Show.
But I want to call for a change of leadership at the league level when it comes to officiating. It's bad for the game. The officiating crew that we had tonight, for the leadership to deem those 3 people semifinals playoff worthy is malpractice. I can take an L with the best of them. I don't think we should have to play through more than what they did. We got players, moshes on the glass and gets cracked and there's no call. And all of them said, it wasn't my call. I don't know. I didn't see it that way. They're awful.
That's funny right there. The links are all done. They're done. We'll get back to that. It's like effing homecoming around here first. We should deal with this. Everyone's back after effing off at home for a few days. Haven't talked to you in a while, Randy Shaver.
Good morning.
You doing all right?
I survived 3 days with my grandchildren, yes.
What the hell's so bad about these 2 kids that you can't come to work?
Well, nothing's bad about them. They're lovely children. They really are. But
that didn't sound.
They are.
Okay, you politician.
They are a handful, and it is total chaos in the morning.
Well, but didn't you raise a couple of kids already?
I did, but my wife took care of those kids when she was a younger woman. Now we're both,
elderly.
It takes a little bit more time and energy. Trust me. As Ashley has found out, it takes a lot of energy.
Yeah, it does.
Smashley is back from her silly maternity leave.
Great.
And folks need to know this now because we were discussing it earlier. We're very happy to have Ashley back, of course. A great friend and a valuable member of this program. She missed 6 weeks for her maternity leave. We discussed this earlier, and it's happening right now. It is. Ashley is wearing her breast pump.
She is. You look ridiculous.
You do look silly.
What I mean by that is she has a oversized shirt covering it, and she looks like she just got a job at a local strip club.
It reminds me of those fembots from Austin Powers.
Yeah. You walked in, you said, take a look at this. Look how huge they are. And it is comically large right now.
She warned us when we saw her on our booze cruise a couple weeks ago that she's going to have to pump herself live on the radio. I thought she was kidding. It's no joke. Can you put it up to the microphone? We wanted to hear
I want to hear it.
If it made a sound.
You have to turn that music down there, Dana.
Yeah, actually, good thing you guys mentioned it because I just realized one of them wasn't like on all the way, and now I'm soaking wet. That's fun. Great. Love this. Love this.
We were saying run at the breast pump. You're going to hear it every morning for a while here on the program.
We need a sponsor.
Yeah, for a while.
Kemp's or somebody's got to sponsor this.
Like a year.
I think that's a great idea. We should be able to sponsor Ashley's breast pump.
It's natural. We should definitely do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gotta feed the baby.
Randy, we were joking how much this show has changed in 30 years. Breasts were still the topic, but they involved the girls of Rick's Cabaret 30 years ago. And now it's one of our coworkers and friends just had a baby, and she's pumping on the air. I wonder if this has ever happened in the history of broadcasting.
Well, I've worked
I've
worked with a few guys over the years that could have been pumped.
It is awesome that like this kind of stuff is around now. I mean, when my mom had kids, they didn't have portable breast pumps. They had like the huge giant machines. You got to be attached to a wall, basically.
Like from the movie Furiosa or whatever the Mad Max was before that.
Yes.
There were no breast pumps back then. Just Dad would stand on them.
You'd have to just pray it out.
So this is our first breast pumping live on the radio. Ashley's back.
Because if you didn't do it, you'd be in pain, right? Is that the gist?
Yep, absolutely.
You ever seen one of those things operate, Randy?
I actually have not.
What? That's surprising.
Yeah, Roseanne did not use those.
I think Pornhub's got a couple videos out there.
Oh, I bet.
I think my daughter-in-law used it. In fact, I know she did, but obviously I didn't see it being used. So.
Yeah, that'd be a little weird if you did.
Yeah, be a little weird.
To answer the questions, it'll take too long to get back to everybody. No, we will not live stream this. And even if you say pics or it didn't happen, we're not going to post pics.
She warned
you can't
us,
see anything. Sorry to burst your bubble.
She warned us on the boat that we would be pumping. Can we hear it one more time?
Yeah.
Ashley's breast pump live. Let's get a sponsor going. Josh had an idea. Kemp's Ice Cream. Here we go.
You know what I don't like about that?
How's that feel?
It kind of sounds like it's enjoying it, doesn't it? Kind of sounds like it's going,
Does it hurt at all?
It does in the beginning, yeah. Yeah, and then so there's these things that are called letdowns.
Letdowns.
It's when
my dad used to call me that.
Yeah.
It's like when your boobs get assigned to like make more or like release more milk for the little baby, and those hurt. It feels like you're tasing your boobs.
How long do you have to wear the breast pump?
I guess it depends how fast it's going, but usually 20 minutes.
Is there like a little bucket between your knees there? I can't see.
Yeah, where do you capture?
Yeah.
It's attached to the breast pump. It's like a little cup.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Should we get a mini fridge in here or something? Or I don't know. What do you do with that?
It'll be, well, I put it in this little bag. I've got a bag here for it.
Yeah.
And it's good at room temperature for 4 hours.
God, back in the day, that bag would be filled with cocaine. Things have changed.
Now,
I hope everything fits in there.
Now it's going to be filled with human breast milk. My God. All right, Randy Shaver. Here we effing go. You're back in the mix and everything. Yeah, the Lynx are done.
Timberlinks.
I missed this, but they got whooped in their series. I thought they'd win the whole schmear.
Yeah.
They were the favorite.
I think they definitely were built to do that. That's for sure.
And then
Would you
the
be
coach.
upset with your coach if your coach gets yourself kicked out of the game?
No, I like when I like when folks go after the referees.
Even with
you know
the
that.
stakes, I know you like that.
I'm an anti-referee guy, specifically basketball related. I'm anti-referee, so I'm proud of Cheryl Reeves for calling these guys idiots because they are. They lost in the conference finals. You know, Reeves gets suspended for that final game for popping off. Their top player was injured. So there they go. I like the way she went out.
Yeah.
Dump a couple F-bombs on him. I like the way she went out. Twin-inspired Rocco. Rocco! I don't know how everybody feels about that.
Well, I mean, I think that in the scheme of things, if you look at the big picture, it probably makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
The Twins did not do well basically in June, and once they started going downhill in June, things just kind of snowballed. I still think that this all starts at the top. I still think that Twins fans, that many will feel that Rocco is just a scapegoat in the entire thing, and I think there's some legitimacy to that. The ownership situation is a total mess, and the big question for me is who. I don't think there's a manager with managerial experience out there that would take a job like this because of the ownership situation. And,
it's going to be a brand new guy.
And what direction it's going to be.
It's going to be a guy that's never skippered before.
And I really hope that it's not like Torrey Hunter. I really hope they don't. No, and the reason why I say that is
you don't want to F up his legacy?
Yeah, that is not a good situation for someone like him to walk into. Yes, it sounds great. It's nice to be a manager. I understand all of that, but there's just so many moving parts to this ownership situation, and I just think the direction of the club is in peril here.
Oh, there's no question that the direction of the club is in peril. I think this is just another. I mean, of course, they haven't been to the playoffs in the last couple of years. They had a bad year. There was the trade Nami, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, but it's more than that, though.
No. We know it's more than that.
Yeah.
I'm agreeing with you. It's peril. Like the word is peril. Where I'm going with this is, I mean, I guess it makes sense. Bruce Bochy got fired yesterday.
He's not coming here. Those guys aren't coming.
That's not where I'm going with this. I'm just saying. Bruce Bochy got fired. He's the winningest manager in Rangers history, but he was fired yesterday after a couple of bad years. He's still going to work for the club. Bob Melvin, a very proven manager for a long, long time, was fired by the Giants because they had a down year. Where I'm going with this is, it's not going to be an established manager. I agree with you. I think it's going to be a first-timer guy. Some folks texted in about Toby Gardenhire. So part of this, it's only natural these days to fire your manager when you've had a couple of down years, no matter who you are as a manager. But the other part of this, I think, is they're just trimming more money off the cost of this team. Would you agree with that?
Agree. Yes, I totally agree with that.
So it's a mix of both.
I totally agree with that. I think that I just the direction of the club is what I think is the most important piece to all this, and we just don't know if they're going to spend any money. We don't know if they're going to try to improve the club at all.
Right.
They fired their scouting staff. It's just the whole thing is just a mess. And
peril.
If you looked at the final couple homestands in September, where there were maybe 5,000 people in the stands, maybe, that's not a good sign for what's coming. I think that this whole thing is. There's no way you can just brush this off and say, "Oh, we'll be better in the spring," and that's not what's going to happen here.
No, I don't think anyone's expecting that.
Yeah,
I don't think there's anyone who's.
I think there are some people out there that think, well, in the off season, if they add a couple of people to the ownership group, that they might. I just don't see that.
No, I don't either.
Don't see it.
Rocco, 7 years with the ball club is how you say it. He won a couple of Central
He was
Division
manager of the year
titles.
in 2019.
Manager of the year.
Yeah.
I wish the best for Rocco.
I do too. You know what? He's a good man. He's a good baseball man. And professional sports, when people in professional sports get fired, it's not the same as if you're working a real job. It's just not the same, because these people all find jobs. It's a brotherhood in so many ways. You're not going to be unemployed. Because you got fired as a manager doesn't mean you're not a good baseball man. It's like in professional basketball or football, when these guys get fired, it's not the same as in real life. And so he'll find another job.
Course. Yeah.
He'll be fine.
They all do.
And I'm sure he'll succeed at whatever else he's going to do inside baseball, because he knows the game. And
good luck, Rocco.
He's a good man.
Rocco, Josh, take off Ashley's breast pump.
No,
you can't wear it as a mask.
I want to know if something comes out.
You want to see if there's anything in there?
Yeah, I've got a stuffy nose. I'm putting it over my nose.
You're probably just going to drag some hair out of there or something. Now, today's the day the big league playoffs start. Yes. I love that. I love this stuff.
How about Cleveland?
Mm-hmm.
Can I just maybe you talked about this. I don't know.
No, not yet.
So, on September 4th, the Guardians were 69-71. They were 11 games behind the Tigers. 11. They win 15 of 16. They overcome the 11-game mark. It's the largest September lead that's overcome since the Cardinals in 1964, when they were 8.5 games back.
Awesome.
I mean, if it's September and you're 11 games out of first place, you usually
you hang it up.
Yeah, it's astronomical.
Good for them.
What they ended up doing. And the funny part is they get to play the Tigers in the first round, and so do the Yankees get to play the Red Sox. I think that's the beauty of baseball right now.
The only beef I have, and it's of course not surprising to anyone, is the Detroit-Cleveland series starts at 11 o'clock in the morning. The San Diego-Chicago Cubs series starts at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That's not exactly prime time for me.
No, but baseball is used to afternoon playoff games.
No, my point is the series that I'm not so interested in. Boston,
I got you.
Boston and New York, of course, get a better time slot, and then the Dodgers, of course, have to be on.
Well, actually, for your job, though, Nick, maybe you sleep during the day.
I like to sleep during the day.
Okay.
He'll kill some hours.
I mean, the Cincinnati Reds, go ahead, beat the Dodgers if you can. ESPN Channel 5 will be showing baseball playoffs all day long.
Love it.
Beginning of a fun time.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the Cleveland Guardians, how do you not root for that club? They were smoking cigarettes in the clubhouse after they clinched the playoffs.
I was wondering if they're getting
awesome.
trouble for that or something nowadays.
Respect.
Yeah, I don't know. You'd have to be pretty chicken-esque to want to get the Cleveland Guardians in trouble for smoking cigarettes, but I don't know whose idea this was. Usually you see the guys puffing on cigars, but the Guardians decided, let's pull some heaters here in the locker room. That was cool.
They probably all woke up with headaches.
If you don't know what you're doing, I suppose. Oh, I bet I would.
Oh, 100%.
I bet I'd have something.
Just being around, like, in an enclosed space where people are smoking cigarettes, if I wake up the next day and I don't feel 100%.
Oh, see, I still love it.
Oh, no, I do love it, but I just feel like crap.
I feel no after effects of secondhand smoke.
Usually I have a headache.
But if I literally smoked 5 or 6 cigarettes in a row, I'm sure something would happen to me. I haven't smoked a cigarette since I was in 8th grade.
I'd like to, if I ever do, I want to try smoking like comedian Andrew Dice Clay, like around the back of my neck.
Yeah,
because that looks pretty cool.
First, you gotta pack the cigarettes.
Yep. I wouldn't know how to do that.
Can I do the old Dice thing again?
Do it.
When he takes the first drag back in his old comedy shows, takes the first drag and then. So we're going for the Guardians, at least I am. Plus, I mentioned I got a buddy who's a big Tigers fan. He's going to urinate all over himself if the Tigers don't at least make it to the championship
And Scooble's
series.
pitching today, so this is their big shot.
You'll have your pants around your ankles. Sometimes he'd do quick ones, Josh. Sometimes he'd go just real quick ones.
Yeah.
And he'd
That's
say,
a normal thing at 11 a.m. on a Tuesday morning.
What, you with your pants around your ankles? Usually praying for something to fall out.
Come on, urethra. I've been standing here forever. I got to pee.
Actually, Josh, that's not the issue. It's being there too many times.
So it's been a couple days, but you got anything to say about the Vikings losing to Karen in Ireland?
Oh, God.
That game sucked.
Oh.
The 5-6 of us could go all the way to Ireland to get our asses kicked by Karen.
Yeah, and they're going to go all the way to London, and I think the same thing is possible.
Of course it's possible.
Are they a bad team?
With the injuries that they have right now.
I don't know. I didn't watch any of the game. I was up north. I didn't see. Are they? You tell me.
I don't know. I mean, it kind of seems like it, but I don't really know how to analyze it because they've got so many good players. I know there's quarterback issues.
Their offensive line issues continue.
Injuries.
Wentz was sacked like 6 times. He did not look good. Did not look comfortable. They're going to face a Browns defense that is, maybe the best in the league. So they're going to have a hard time running the football.
I was thinking of you, Nick, because, T.J. Hawkinson, anytime he gets tackled, it's acrobatic. For whatever reason. It's anytime he gets hit, he's through the air. I mean, he could make a poster out of it. And
did he get his clock cleaned?
Yeah, it happened on Sunday. Same thing, but I don't know what it is.
It's fascinating.
It is weird.
Every time he makes a catch, he gets friggin' clobbered.
It's like people are mad at him or something. Yeah, he'll fly through the air, and I was hoping you were. I figured you probably wouldn't because it was so early, but
I was nowhere. There was no television reception.
Oh, that's right, at the whore's cabin.
Whorehouse. I stayed in a whorehouse. It's a true story, Randy. I spent the weekend in a whorehouse.
Really?
Yeah.
And your wife said that?
She was laying right there next to me.
Oh, wow.
And that's not a joke about my wife. No, we rented a cabin, and I've been familiar with this place since I was a kid, but I'd never spent the night there before. We rented a cabin up north that used to be a floating whorehouse back in the fur trader days. And again, don't get cute.
But I wanted to get cute.
Don't.
It was right there.
That's worth getting cute over.
Too easy.
That was gifted to us.
It's too easy, and you know it.
Yeah, you're right.
So, I was at a whorehouse with no television reception. The funniest thing, the best thing that came out of that trip to Ireland was the Steelers' 4th-string quarterback. Sorry, we haven't had a chance to talk. We had yesterday off. So if you're tired of this story, we'll be done in a minute. Steelers' 4th-string quarterback, a kid by the name of Skylar Thompson, was jumped and robbed on the streets of Dublin.
What was he doing? Isn't it kind of a weird deal? It's like 3 a.m. and he's by himself.
He's a 4th-string quarterback. He's not got anything to worry about.
Probably in a boom-boom room.
Yeah, I thought they'd have tighter reins on these guys before the game.
Yeah, but like Dana said, he's a 4th-string quarterback. If he makes it back, great. If he doesn't, who cares?
He can pay his own way.
Yeah. That's a good point.
He's walking home at 3 o'clock in the morning. This is so the ball clubs played Sunday. This was early Saturday morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. He's walking back to the hotel, and some local hooligans jumped him and tuned him up and stole all of his stuff. Hilarious. He's fine.
Is it kind of a rough town? I mean, they seem like tough guys in Ireland.
Never been there.
Oh, you didn't go to Dublin?
Oh God, no. We were hundreds of miles away from Dublin. When I was in Ireland, we were like in the Blaine of Ireland. It was kind of filthy and stupid looking.
Okay, now your stories about hating Ireland make a lot more sense.
Yeah, yeah, middle of nowheres type stuff. You didn't want to be there. It's like Blaine. But that's funny. Poor bastard. Just, I wonder if he saw it coming. You know what I mean? I wonder if he saw these kids coming and thought, oh, for Christ's sake, here we go. They're going to beat my ass.
It's also kind of weird, like nobody wanted to hang out with him. He's just...
Oh, that's sad. Don't say that.
They beat his ass. Took his watch and stuff. One of my buddies woke up on the beach in Mazatlan, Mexico, and all of his stuff was gone. They didn't beat him up. They just found him laying there on the beach, and they...
Was he hanging with some folks first, and they took advantage of him?
Yeah. Stupid ass. I love you, TA, but that was stupid. Hey, the locals want to hang out with me. Sure, I'll drink that. Sure, I'll smoke that. Next thing you know...
I mean, sometimes, people just don't trust their gut. They might have a feeling, but they think, I'm overreacted. Did he have any inkling whatsoever it might turn out bad?
No, he was wasted out of his mind. He was a young guy at the time, but he woke up. I think all they left him with was he still had his underwears on.
Well, that's good, at least.
That was it. What was that?
Chainsaw. It was a very tiny chainsaw.
That was a chainsaw.
What might that do to me?
A chainsaw? Well, that'll skin your ass raw. I don't know what that was. Weird
Randy
gas?
Shaver. Double-ended Monday Night Football show last night. What happened, Randy?
What happened? The Bengals look like the terrible Bengals that they are.
They got
Jets, and the Jets are so bad. I feel bad for the head coach because I think he's really trying hard to turn the culture around.
Aaron Glenn is the name.
Aaron Glenn. But
I had beers with him once.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Is he a cool guy?
I've never seen a football team make so many mental, stupid mistakes like the Jets did last night in that game. And Miami's not a good football team either. And they lost Tyreek Hill for the season with a torn ACL. But
why'd he seem so happy?
He was just being Tyreek Hill.
All right. He seemed like way too geeked about that.
But
he's a weird guy.
But I think the Jets had, I want to say they had like 12 penalties for over 100 yards. And it's just stupid stuff. So, yeah.
Miami Dolphins beat the New York Jets. Denver whoops Cincinnati. Here's a text message that just came in. 6'5". What's the number again?
651-989-9393.
One of our listeners said, "Did you see that Karen, while he was in Ireland, claimed he's a historian and aware of the geopolitical situation in Ireland?"
No, he's an expert on everything.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, yeah, I'm not surprised. He knows the inside info on every friggin' thing that Karen does. You guys don't even know. You don't know. Karen knows.
That's the part that's annoying, right? He kind of acts like everybody else is stupid, but he's smart.
Somebody please ask me about the geopolitical situation in Ireland. Because I'm Karen and I know. All right, here's the news you've been waiting on, Randy Shaver. Coming up this year at the Super Bowl halftime show.
Oh, God, no.
The headliner will be Bad Bunny.
The caddy from Happy Gilmore 2?
He kind of stole the show in that movie. I thought he was hilarious.
He was pretty funny in that.
Bad Bunny.
I can't name one of his songs, but I find the guy enjoyable.
No one can name one of his songs.
Yeah, I didn't know he was a singer until one of you guys told me.
There is no one. No one.
Nobody.
That could tell you one of his songs.
I have a friend who's about Ashley's age, and I have to text her about pop culture things sometimes, and so I'll phrase like, what exactly is a Bad Bunny, and do I like a Bad Bunny? I'll phrase it like that, because a lot of these things I'm kind of clueless on these days.
What was the answer?
Yes, we do like Bad Bunny.
You do? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right.
No, we don't. So there's that. September 30th, we know who's going to be playing the Super Bowl stupid ass, way too long, overdone halftime show. God.
It's been a while since it's been entertaining.
Oh, it's such a friggin' joke. It's a joke and it's terrible.
Until they get Weird Al or Metallica. Actually, Megadeth.
Yeah.
I liked last year. Like I liked Kendrick, but at the same time, I mean, I wasn't like blown away at all.
Who?
Kendrick
Lamar was last year.
I missed it.
Yeah, my wife is a big fan, and she also wasn't super impressed with it.
Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, and Eminem a couple of years ago was pretty badass.
Oh, yeah. I think
Stupid.
that's the last one I liked.
It's awful. There's a new sports-related Karen that society now needs to completely turn on and make their lives as miserable as possible, like they did with the home run ball Karen from a few weeks ago, okay? There's a new sports-related Karen. This one is a New York Giants fan. The story says here she snatched a Patrick Mahomes headband out of the hands of a little kid at the Giants-Chiefs game a week ago or so. There's video out there, and this Karen lady was supposedly, she made another video. bragging about how Patrick Mahomes came right to her to hand her his headband. But the video clearly shows that he was trying to hand it to a kid. So
I am not a thief.
Oh, my God.
That little boy, when Holmes came, if you look at the video, both of our hands was on it. I didn't look in Mahomes' eyes to see where is he looking. I just seen he's handing out something. I put my hand, both of our hands was on it. I took it. Why didn't they stop me and say, hey, yo, give it to my son or my brother? But no one didn't say nothing to me. But now you are posting it 1 week later, telling me that I'm a thief. I'm not a thief. I'm not.
Oh, she seems kind of unbearable.
She's not a thief. She heard her.
She's attractive until she talks.
Oh. You know what? I was just going to say, I saw a video of her lips flapping, but I did not turn the sound on. Her voice does not match her appearance.
Not at all. Not even close.
At any rate, so social media is tearing into her, saying she's the worst thing on planet Earth.
This text says, bully her into oblivion.
You know, you heard her there. She's very defiant. She blamed everyone around her. She also suggested that we need to make our young kids tougher anyway. So her snatching up that Patrick Mahomes headband, she's doing that kid a favor, toughening him up. Then it got even worse on social media. Now she's made another video where she's apologizing. She wants to give the headband to the kid that Mahomes was actually trying to give it to. And now people are saying she's only sorry because she got caught. So here we go again.
Yeah. Why are we even wasting our time with it?
Well, I don't know. I have no idea why.
Good question.
Because it's a thing, I guess. We talk about things around here, and this is a thing. But, you know.
Here's a text. Why are we always on the kids' side? They don't pay rent or taxes. Earn the respect.
Yeah, get a damn job.
I agree.
Did you buy your ticket, young man?
Right.
Oh, true.
Yeah,
Who
you
paid
want a
for your
baseball?
ticket?
Go buy it yourself.
All I'm saying is this, you know, just like with the Karen home run ball lady. I mean, everybody F's up now and again. You make mistakes. I mean, it's just ridiculous what we do now. I mean, what this lady did, was stupid. But, you know, she effed up.
She got caught up in the moment.
We don't need to spend all of our days finding out who she is and where she lives and getting her fired. And it's ridiculous.
And I'll be honest, if Josh Allen threw his headband up into the stands, I'd RKO every single child around me.
I think it's kind of gross. I mean, I understand that Patrick Mahomes is going to be in the Hall of Fame, but it's pretty disgusting.
It's funny how your perspective on that shifts, Josh, because I got Shaq's armband tossed into the crowd when I was a kid at Target Center. The thing was like a sponge. It was so sweaty. And at the time, I didn't care. I was like, this is Shaq's armband. This is the coolest thing ever. But now as an adult, I'm like, that was kind of gross.
I mean, do people pay for that kind of thing? I mean, because you don't authenticate it.
Right,
like
that's the problem. How do you, it's a purple Laker armband. How do you prove that it was Shaq?
Smell it. It smells like him.
It smells like excellence.
He shoved his teammate's toothbrush up his ass.
I was actually thinking about saying it was Kobe instead of Shaq, just so you wouldn't get triggered by that, Nick.
Nick, would you appreciate this? Let's say I was able to find that toothbrush on eBay. Would you want that just as
No.
You would. I could see you kind of being interested in owning that.
No.
Because you have the Shaq toothbrush already, just the not the one that's been in anybody's
No, I don't
anus.
want that souvenir. I'd like to punch him in his face for that. Shaquille O'Neal. So anyway, again, what this lady did was stupid and classless. Call it whatever you want. But there's no reason for us to, completely wipe her off the face of the... Everybody F's up. Everybody makes a stupid mistake. Everyone does something that's disrespectful. Everyone does... Jay Cutler's back in jail. We talked about this, I think, a couple weeks ago. Yesterday was the day he checked into jail for his DWI. He'll be there till Friday. No, I thought things felt a little funny when I walked into work today. It was because Jay Cutler's in jail.
It does change things.
He'll be there till Friday. He rear-ended a car. The cop said he smelled like hooch. He was sued by the guy who he rear-ended. And the guy, I think he's going after Jay. The guy says he sustained injuries and he's in daily pain. Now, that could be true. It could be true. And if it is, that's terrible. But it sounds like this guy just might want to stick it to Jay Cutler. No one likes Jay Cutler except for us.
It does seem like nobody really likes Jay Cutler.
No, they don't.
It's his face.
That's got to be part of it. Now, how about this? This was really fun when I read this yesterday, Randy Shaver. Former is how you say it, former NFL running back Sean Alexander. Boy, he was a big shot for a while.
Yes, he was.
Played in the Super Bowl with the Sea Ducks. Oh, a good.
I was sitting in Seattle when he had that incredible game against the Vikings, where he took off in the first half. I think he had almost like 200 yards in the first half against them.
He was a great running back.
Yes, he was.
Big-time fantasy football, point getter, and all that. Sean Alexander.
Yep.
Boy, he's been retired for a while. I couldn't tell you how long.
Yeah.
I know what he's been busy doing since he retired. He just made an announcement on social media. Well, first he attacked that lady who stole the armband.
Rightfully so.
Yeah. He's going to try to figure out her address and what she does for a living. Sean Alexander announced on social media that he is currently expecting his 14th child.
Good Lord.
Oh, no.
That's so great.
God, somebody buy him a box of condoms.
I don't think you'll wear them, Dana.
He's currently expecting his 14th child. So, I mean, football fans were stunned. They had no idea that there was a former player with more babies than Phil Rivers.
I don't think I have 14 friends.
I don't think you've had sex 14 times. I mean, we really seriously. You and I were breaking it down the other day.
We were.
Yeah.
I got up to like 7 or 8, and then I couldn't think of any more.
There was that trip to Cannon Falls
Yep.
that you made when you were a senior in high school.
That's true, and one of them didn't count. I think one of them was over before it started.
Right,
you were too excited.
Mm-hmm.
That one of them was just your hand.
Yeah.
We eliminated that one. So fans were saying, by damn, I didn't know there was another former player with that kind of potency outside of Phil Rivers, who has 10. But Sean Alexander and his wife, he's made all of these children with his wife.
Which is unique.
Yes.
Professional sports.
You're trying to come up with the right word there, Randy.
It is unique.
That
It
is unique.
Yes.
His wife, Valerie, the two of them have now pumped out 13 with a 14th on the way. What do you think about that, new mother, Ashley?
That's doing way too much. I went to the apple orchard a couple weekends ago, and I was sitting there with some friends and my husband, and I was looking around and at the people that have like 4 or 5 kids, and I said out loud, so they did this. They did this newborn stuff. They did the late nights. They know how terrible it is, and they chose to do it again
They
and
kept doing
again
it
and
again and again.
Nuh-uh.
Would it be, just to go along with the bit, if we were allowed in the birthing room, we could chant 13 until the 14th came out? And if you've heard the joke, you understand what I'm saying. It's a little bit different.
I had to,
Actually, Josh, you could have done that twice.
Let's
When
practice.
they were having the 13.
13,
Right?
13,
Yeah,
13.
Then they have 13.
Here's the
and
baby.
14, 14. You know, a listener made me tell that joke on our booze cruise a couple weeks ago because they'd heard us refer to 13 and 14 all these years and never heard the joke. For God's sake, the gas. And I was happy to tell it again because it's one of my favorite jokes. Word life and
You know, it actually kind of combines with this whole topic. That was condoms prevent minivan Jesus that you told the joke to.
Wow, you remember all these people so well. That was condoms prevent minivans sheezes.
It's because he doesn't drink.
You know how, like, I'll have conversations that you might not expect on some of these boats. I talked to her mom, who was with her, about Catholicism for about 20 minutes. We both had similar upbringings.
Oh, man. Sorry I missed that one, Josh.
Yeah.
You wouldn't answer my text. Like, Dana, we need you here.
Ashley got on the boat and said, has the party kicked in yet? I said, hell yes, it has. Josh is over there talking to a lady in her 60s about Catholicism. Shout out to my Aunt Betty, who created 14 children all on her.
Wow.
All with her husband. just like Sean Alexander and his wife Valerie. My Aunt Betty made 14 of them.
My first question when anybody ever tells me that they have that amount of kids or whatever, like uncles, aunts, I'm like, Catholic or Irish?
Yeah, usually a combo.
In Aunt Betty's case, both.
Yep.
My wife, she found out when she was maybe 12 or 13 that she was the second family of her father's.
Oh,
and so
love this story.
She's got an older sister who has 12. Maybe it's even more, but I know for sure 12.
Oh, my gosh.
How many different daddies?
Oh, good question. I haven't really asked. They're not very close. They communicate every once in a while, but
because I got a cousin.
Maybe if my wife's listening, she can text in.
I got a cousin. Shout out to my cousin. It's family day here on the Half-Assed Morning Show. Word life to my cousin, who created I don't know how many kids he's got now. I'm going to say 7 or 8, and somehow with 10 different women.
Oh my gosh, get up off these women. I think about my grandma a lot. My poor grandma. I think there was 14
Randy thinks
of them.
about your grandma. What's that now?
I think between my dad, or maybe it's like I don't know. I can't remember, but it's a high number. My dad and all his brothers and sisters, and I'm just like, my poor grandma.
Yeah.
Leave her alone.
Brace yourself.
My gosh, there was never a time
Take
in her
care of
life.
yourself, Grandpa.
There was never a time in her life where she wasn't pregnant, or
My dad was one of 8. My mom was one of 6.
What's that old joke? Speaking of the Irish foreplay. Brace yourself, Molly. That's Irish foreplay, Randy. That's a good one.
HVAC delivery Jesus said his ex's dad, one of 19.
Whoa.
5 sets of twins.
how was that even? Oh, okay. How's that possible? There's not enough time.
That never happened. Oh, wow, Randy Shaver. Okay.
Okay, my wife was listening. Everybody be cool. 3 different dads, 8 from one guy, and it was 10 kids, not 12 kids.
I forgot what we're talking about.
Talking about my wife's sister.
Your wife's sister.
3 dads, 8 from one of the guys, and 10 total.
That's how you do it, Randy.
That's true.
Crazy.
When you're dreaming about how your life will pan out, that's the hope, right?
Oh, I'd be so tired.
That's how you friggin' do it. Father's Day, Mother's Day comes around, you're getting cards from 11 different zip codes. You don't even know. Who's this one now? Hey, Randy Shaver, we didn't get a chance to talk about the Golden Gopher Football Club making a comeback and beating Rutgers.
Yes.
I missed that as well in the whorehouse.
Like it.
We don't have college football at the whorehouse.
I did watch that game. Drake Lindsay looked very, very good.
That's
He's the real deal, man.
And this weekend they got to play.
He can sling the ball.
Oh, they can. He can, I should say. They play the number 1 team in the country now, Saturday night. Am I correct about
State.
that?
That's right, Ohio State.
Oh, for Christ's sake, I hate Ohio State. I really do.
I think that's a nationally televised game, too.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, Josh. We got a listener whose dad must isn't the word. We've got a listener here who texted in. His dad, much like that wonderful 1988 Iron Maiden record, his dad was the 7th son of a 7th son.
Oh, that's awesome.
There's a time to live. There's a time to die. There's a time to meet your maker.
Can I Play With Madness off that album is one of my favorite songs.
I hate that song.
What? How do you hate that song?
Because it's just one of the worst songs Iron Maiden ever made.
Oh, I totally disagree.
Oh, God, I can't stand
And
it.
The Evil That Men Do?
That's a great song.
It is a great song.
Randy Shaver, a high school football team in Alabama lost a game the other day by a final score of 100-0. 100 for the other team.
Yeah. They shouldn't have been playing each other to start with.
For us, what did we get? We got nothing. It's a long, boring story, but there's an article or two out there about how the coach of that team that was down 100-0 refused to go ahead with a running clock. You know, he's a former NFL running back. I'm sure he's a big hard-on who still thinks he's special. So he probably thought of it as teaching the kids a lesson or something. But
yeah.
Anyway, his team lost 100-0.
It's not like basketball where you can just pass the ball and not shoot. Football is obviously a different sport when you're playing it. And I'm sure the backups were in for both teams, or at least for the team that was in front. And that's their chance to actually get some playing time. So there's a lot of little factors that go into blowout games like that. But
so does the
they probably shouldn't have been playing each other to begin with.
Does the scoreboard just go back to 0-0?
Yes.
What happens? So it probably looks better than the game really indicated.
Or you just turn it off and the referees keep the score on the field or something.
Man, there are some days I feel like I'm down 100-0, I'll tell you. Right now. But then I take that first hit of weed.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Ashley, I believed you for. You sounded like you were pretty excited.
A little puffy puff, everything.
That used to make everything okay.
You want to hear about one lucky bastard here, Randy Shaver, before we let you go? Here's a guy, okay? He's a golfer. Got 2 holes in one in the same round.
Okay.
All right. He's been playing friggin' golf. My God. Speaking of feeling like you're losing 100-0, this guy's been playing golf for over 40 years. Why? Anyway, he had never gotten a hole in one, but suddenly he gets 2 of them. And then everybody, same joke is going around the clubhouse. You should play the lottery. You should do the Powerball. He did, and he won $500 million.
Oh, my God.
He won $500.
Oh, okay.
That's still pretty cool.
Yeah. All in the same day.
Not a bad day.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'd try to keep it going. Go to the casino.
Keep it going on the weekends?
Yeah, you're a keep it going type of a person. I quit when I'm ahead. At least I try to. Thanks, Randy Shaver.
You bet. Nice to be back.
It's wonderful to have you back. Kind of a chicken-ass reason you missed out on some work, but whatever.
If we had a camera set up in my house where you could have monitored what was going on in the morning, you would not be saying that.
But
I would love to see that.
We have one in your shower. We should have just moved that.
Little kids, you shut them in a room and tell them to be quiet for a couple hours.
Just lock the door. Put them in a cage.
You give them a fifth of bourbon each.
Rub it on their gums. You rub it on their gums. Tell them to shut up.
I wouldn't trade it for anything, but it was quite the week.
So. Yeah. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
See ya.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Hey, podcast pals. Dana here to give you a friendly reminder that now is the best time to get your furnace tuned up before we take a shot to the face with cold Minnesota weather. My pals at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning currently have same-day and next-day openings, but they won't last long. By the time October rolls around, if your furnace craps out, you'll be freezing your private parts off while dealing with side eye from your significant other and pets for not calling sooner. So give Standard Heating and Air Conditioning a call today. Check this out. You can save up to $70 on your tune-up with Standard Heating. Visit standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com to book today.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Actor Michael Rosenbaum, he knows some of the most talented people in the business.
And we try to bring you candid, open interviews, not just actor stuff. Julie Bowen is fantastic.
You know when you leave a job and you know you haven't done your very best job? I hate that feeling.
And if you're here for the wonderful Sarah Silverman, you came to the right place.
Comedy dies in the second guessing of your audience. You just have to keep writing what you think is funny right now.
The Inside of You podcast.
If you really love the podcast,
follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Follow us. It's free.
Dr. P. Jesus.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Yeah. Here we go. Dr. P. Jesus has wandered into the building. So while he's up in here, we might as well see if he can help. Text us at the number 651-989-9393. Go ahead and ask the doctor here on the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. What's going on, Dr. P?
No mucho, but it is nice to be here.
Nice to have you.
Did you see Ashley's breast pump?
I did, yeah. It is pretty high tech. I mean, I've seen breast pumps in the past, but they have definitely always been the...
You ever pumped a breast?
Professionally, personally.
My lawyer advises me to say I can neither confirm nor deny that I have.
If folks don't know what's going on around here, Smashley's back from her maternity leave, and she warned us way ahead of time. Once a day while we're live on the radio, she's going to have to pump in order to feed her child so it can survive.
There's so much.
In the wild.
So it can survive.
It can survive. And, so she's been pumping this morning, and her cool little breast pump is sitting right there next to Dr.
Yeah,
P.
The ones that I had always seen were, they're, like the size of a small, what were those things you hold over your shoulder and play music?
Oh, like a boombox?
A boombox, kind of. And, heavy and annoying. And so these are really...
They've come a long way.
It looks like virtual reality glasses on.
It actually, it does. Even the color scheme and the case.
Yeah, it looks like Apple made it.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
So how did it go, Ashley? You pumped for a while. You're okay? Everything feel all right?
It went great. I didn't expect to produce that much, though, so I didn't bring enough bags. I only brought one bag, and I did not expect to fill it.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Good for you.
I'm really proud of myself, actually.
Based on text here, you can make a couple of bucks. People are wanting to buy it from you.
Oh, boy.
Power lifters, perverts, everything.
Yeah. Power lifters?
I do have a freezer full.
Before we move on with questions for Dr. P, Ashley also told us that coming up today, tomorrow, is some kind of a 6-week appointment where the doctor is going to give them the green or the red light on whether she and her husband can start getting it on again.
Actually, we got a text related to that from Double D Sheezus, who apparently is horny. She wants to know, how often do you get the green light at that 6-week appointment? Do you know, is it usually 6 weeks you're good to go?
Yeah, usually you're good to go.
Yeah. Okay, so
they really just ask you questions. Yeah. There are like a few women that I've talked to where they've actually had like an exam down there, but I think that's if other stuff is going on. They usually just ask, how are you feeling? Are you still
so that thing just
losing stuff?
It needs to heal for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to.
In some deliveries are much more traumatic to that area than others. So
that's a good way to put it.
Have you guys heard of an episiotomy?
Oh, no. Thank God I avoided that.
Maybe I shouldn't describe it.
Go ahead,
but I will. Sometimes the cervix obviously goes from not open at all to the bottom of the uterus, fully dilated to let the baby out, but then the vagina has to do the same thing, and sometimes it doesn't quite want to happen right as the baby's head is coming out, and so
doesn't just snap back into place.
Well, so if the baby is basically stuck, instead of allowing a tear to develop, you can do a controlled cut to basically enlarge the opening right at the time of birth, and you try to avoid it, but if there's a tear, it can go in any direction, and it can be bad.
Son of a bitch.
But if there's a tear, or if you do the episiotomy, it does require some sutures, and and I think that's the situation where you probably want to let things rest for a few weeks.
I'm getting the chills.
You were able to avoid that?
Yes, thank
you're
the
tough.
Lord.
That's because you're tough.
Yeah, actually, she told me the story, and I think you did fantastic. You really, it sounds like you were, it was like a textbook delivery experience, so nice job.
Thank you. Yeah, they were very complimentary, and the nurses and the doctor, they're like, you did good for the first one, too. Good job.
Well, you're pretty tough.
Thank you.
Did
Thank
you ever scream
much.
at your husband, like, I hate you, or get this baby out of me?
Actually, so when we first got there, when I was having contractions before I got that beautiful, beautiful epidural, he would, because I was screaming, and he was like, hey, keep it down a little. Like, other people can probably hear you.
Yeah.
And, I snapped right away. I was like, you need to shut the F up.
Right.
You're bothering everybody else on this floor.
I was
Shut
like,
up.
if you speak to me like that one more time, you are not going to be in the delivery room.
While we are down there,
yeah,
we were discussing down there parts on ladies. I think it's fitting if we start questions from our listeners by going in this direction. Dr. P, I got my clitoris pierced, and it doesn't look good. What have I done?
Oh, no.
I got my clitoris pierced, and it doesn't look good. What have I done?
Do you think they mean aesthetically it doesn't look good?
Aesthetically.
Oh. Well,
that's what I can only imagine. That's what she means.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I really do not understand piercing of the clitoris or of the head of the penis.
You and me both. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's like a whole. Because I mean,
is that for aesthetics or for pleasure? I
Both.
mean, do you get?
I mean, I think aesthetics clearly. I mean, I guess I don't know. I mean, obviously the clitoris is there to be stimulated, but having something sharp through it, I just don't know.
The reason you don't understand and I don't understand piercing those parts, I think we're on the same page, is because those are two filthy areas that are difficult to maintain.
I mean, that's that, but also just super sensitive, and you would think. It's hard enough not to occasionally zipper your junk just with everything normal, and
True.
a woman doesn't have to usually worry about that. But I mean, I don't know, catching something on something and
Yikes.
That's not
Tight
good.
pants, I'd imagine, could be dangerous.
Your fly or your comforter or the car door,
right, or your partner's ear.
Yeah.
Somebody mentioned a lip ring got stuck.
A lip ring?
Yeah, a gentleman's lip ring got stuck on the other ear.
I think
that's what I'm talking about.
You just can't. Those two
So
can't
anyway,
mix.
I don't know why you want to have a treble hook between your legs.
So but I guess I mean you can take it out, right?
Take it out and clean it.
Clean it up.
Yep. Well,
don't do that again.
Good luck to you, lady.
Candy Sheezus wants to know if there's a good over-the-counter med which will help with nausea. She's been tapering off an SSRI and feeling sick from it.
What is an SSRI?
So that's an antidepressant like Prozac, Paxil, Zoloft. Those are the classic ones that have been around for, I don't know, 30 plus years. Well, I mean, Benadryl actually has some anti-nausea properties, and Dramamine is an over-the-counter motion sickness medicine.
I love that stuff.
I think either of those could help a little bit. They tend to help if it's actually probably motion sickness causing it, like inner ear stuff. If it's a medication withdrawal side effect, I'm not sure it would help, but I mean, you could try it. Otherwise, there certainly are prescription things that can be more effective for
is that right?
for nausea. I mean, it usually is pretty short-lived, and
I had the opposite where one of my epilepsy medications, when I started taking it, I was barfing all the time.
yeah, and I mean, I think that's more common for nausea.
Barfing all the time.
I feel like you don't hear nausea as a withdrawal side effect that much. And it depends on which SSRI you're on, too. Like, Prozac is actually an easy one to stop because its half-life in your body is so long. So basically, if you take it for months or years and you stop it on day one, it just sort of like drifts down in your blood. Versus something like Paxil, where even if you've been taking it all along and you miss a day, you might have withdrawal side effects because it's your body cranks through it and it's gone in your system. So. So if it's one of those more short-acting medications, maybe tapering slower, and that's probably something to talk to our doctor about.
Which one is sertraline?
Sertraline is Zoloft, and I would say it's in between Prozac and Paxil in terms of its half-life. So you still need to taper it off, but not as slowly as Paxil.
So sertraline, I was on a combination of that and a different drug to control my seizures.
Sure.
And when I was getting off sertraline, I felt better and better and better each time we took a break from it. But when I was fully off, I thought I was legitimately losing my mind.
Was sertraline, though?
Yeah, it was sertraline.
Okay.
I had to tell my wife, I think I'm going insane. And I didn't correlate the two because as I would cut back, I was feeling better and better. And then,
what were some of the thoughts that you had? I mean, did you think about killing your wife?
No, it was nothing like violent or anything like that.
Anxiety?
It was just like, my mood was all, and I'm doing my best to hide it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't just like, it was mood and just overall thinking like something is not right here.
Yeah.
So I Googled it. just to see like what's going on. And it mentioned, oh yeah, by the way, if you go from 50 to 0, which is what I did, it was far too big of a jump.
Yep.
And
yeah,
I really thought I needed to get checked in somewhere.
Yeah, I mean withdrawal side
A lot of
effects.
people died.
Oh no!
Oh, okay.
A lot of innocent people.
Oh, jeez.
We're wrapping with Dr. P. Jesus here on the Half-Assed Morning Show. Listeners I should say listeners are asking Dr. P. for his thoughts on some health issues. This is perfect with Ashley's return to the show, her first day back in 6 weeks. This sounds like a question that Ashley would ask. Listener says, doctors thought I had stage 4 fibrosis, but now my liver is healing. They suspect I have celiac disease. When my liver heals, can I start drinking again? Are those very serious things there, fibrosis and celiac disease?
Well, celiac disease is, that's why people avoid gluten. So, there didn't used to be hardly any products in a store that people with celiac disease can eat. But now, if you go to a restaurant and it says gluten-free options or pizza or it's basically no grain.
All right.
So celiac disease is an allergy to basically a component of grain, and it can be anywhere from pretty mild to like life-threatening.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
It can be, people will be super sick, if they don't know it, and losing weight and really look just awful until it's discovered. So, if you have celiac disease, you usually can't drink beer, or at least, you can drink rice beer, I guess. Which
sure.
So basically, you can't have grain products of any kind.
Right.
So that would limit that. But I don't think of celiac disease. So the liver fibrosis is more complicated because there could be all sorts of things going on there. I would say.
Well, at first they thought he had fibrosis. Now they're narrowing in on celiac disease.
Yeah. Fibrosis of the liver means basically like scarring and scarring in the liver.
How's that happen?
Well, that's the thing. It can be from a lot of different things. The worst scarring you ever get is if you are a chronic alcoholic and you develop cirrhosis, basically.
Ripping down too many shots.
Yeah, you get a sort of a shriveled, your liver goes from a plum to a, what is it when it's dried up?
Prune?
Prune, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Nice
so basically,
job.
it really
I
does.
like prunes.
Yeah. You would probably like dehydrated liver then, too. Or fibrotic liver. Yeah, so...
I might get locked up if I ask for that at Von Hansen's or something.
Probably.
Get this guy away from here.
So, alcohol, if you have any liver...
When can he drink again?
He really shouldn't.
He shouldn't drink. Okay.
He shouldn't drink. What he needs to do is talk to his... I assume he is seeing a gastroenterologist.
Yeah.
Because that's who's going to... If you're trying to figure out liver fibrosis versus celiac disease, that usually involves endoscopies and biopsies and blah, blah, blah.
So anyway, dude, you're driving.
Question.
Yeah.
Is drinking like those THC seltzers, is that completely different than drinking alcohol? Meaning, like, if you have some liver issues, does that affect your liver at all?
Certainly not in the same way. That's a good question.
Nice. Way to go, Josh.
How? Oh, that was your question?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You're not supposed to ask your questions.
Well, I was just curious in case anybody else had.
It makes a difference on how long I want to drink with you.
Right.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure how marijuana is metabolized now that I think about it. I've never... okay. I feel like I have to do this every time now.
People hanging around.
The questions are getting more complicated.
Well,
I'm going to take a look because
how about this?
I don't think of it being the same kind of issue in terms of, for alcohol, there's an enzyme in the liver that has to break it down, and it kind of creates some toxic byproducts, and they've got to get broken down, and that has impacts. With THC, I'm not sure.
Which is the one that after half of one, I have to text Nick or call him and let him know I love him and that I'm drinking?
Which of what?
Is it alcohol or THC
That's
seltzer?
alcohol.
Oh, that's the alcohol. Yeah, I haven't even had a THC seltzer. Okay, that's alcohol.
No.
Yeah.
I wonder if that
Says you're not a douchebag.
Wait, does that mean I am one then?
You are a douchebag.
You know what else you are? Blissfully unaware of how you're looked upon.
Oh, man.
You had to ask that question.
Hi, everybody.
Dr. P. Jesus, welcome to the Half-Assed Morning Show.
93X.
Dr. P, part 2. Dr. P. Jesus going to go ahead and answer a few more text messages from our outstanding listening audience. Question for the doc. Were we talking about Benadryl?
We did mention it briefly.
Did we? Okay. Speaking of Benadryl, is how the guy starts his message. Is there any harm in taking 75 milligrams every day as a sleep aid? Go.
Every day.
I mean, I don't know that there is necessarily anything wrong with it. It's, Benadryl. It's interesting. Benadryl's been over the counter forever, but and it's primarily for allergies, but it does help. It's sedating though, and I think I remember, that somebody did a study at some point having people take Benadryl and then doing like a driving simulation versus people drinking alcohol.
Oh, that's really interesting.
And doing a driving simulation.
Oh, really?
And alcohol is obviously quite bad, but Benadryl's pretty bad too.
Really?
Like it's not, you're not, you don't feel drunk, but your reactions are not normal.
Really? That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Next time a bartender threatens to cut me off,
you're going to pop a couple Benadryl?
No, I'm going to say, I haven't had anything to drink at all. It's been friggin' Benadryl.
Dude, Benadryl is a very regularly used medication in my household. I love Benadryl.
I'm going to order when we go to the Border Bash, I'm going to get a Benadryl tonic.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Dr. P, but when I was pregnant and I couldn't sleep, they actually told me that sometimes Benadryl can have the opposite effect, especially if you use it for a longer period of time. It'll start like making you more anxious and jittery versus cool and calm.
It can, and that's actually, I think there was a long period of time where a lot of adult meds for allergies and colds were used in lower doses in kids. Now that's not really recommended, and Benadryl was one of them. And kids can, maybe people would give Benadryl to their kid because they're going on the plane, and it would. For most of the time, it would probably help. They'd be a little, but occasionally there would be sort of a reverse.
Wouldn't that be
effect.
a bummer?
Right, and the kids bouncing off the ceiling. So in terms of the safety,
yes.
I mean, I think and the half-life of the medicine. So if you take it at night, it's basically gone by the next day. Although I think there are some lingering effects.
All right,
but hopefully not to the point of impairing driving.
All right.
I mean, taking anything every night for sleep. You worry that you're just, you're basically, that's you.
Reliant upon it.
I mean, you really are.
Yeah.
It's going to be very hard to transition off of it.
Yeah, my wife, sometimes she gives the kids like melatonin almost every night. To me,
and melatonin's different. I mean, melatonin is sort of, we have that in our body. That's part of how our body regulates our sleep cycle. So, I mean, and any medicine that says such and such PM, it's typically Benadryl. So, Advil PM, Tylenol PM.
Sure.
It's marketed for that, and it does help.
Just don't get hooked.
Yeah, I think it's probably, and as people get older, the side effects and potential problems from Benadryl get worse.
Here's a guy.
Try watching soccer. That'll put you out.
Exactly.
One dude texted in and said he rolls and smokes a big fat Benadryl every night.
Don't do that.
Keister it.
That would
That'll
burn.
work.
Keister it. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Tire Guy Jesus said sometimes when he coughs too hard, he gets lightheaded and loses vision for a few seconds. Should I be concerned?
How hard are you coughing?
He's coughing hard, I guess.
He loses vision and what? What was the other thing?
He gets lightheaded and loses vision.
Ew.
Yeah, you're going to blow a lung out, dude. You're going to bust a spring.
Wow. Yeah, that.
I think that's lung related.
Well, Well, the thing is, if you lose your vision,
and I don't know Dick Tracy, but I think that's lung related.
It sounds like maybe just he's coughing a wire loose in his brain.
Yeah. I mean, right.
Faulty wiring.
I feel like there's a lot to unpack there in that question.
Yeah.
I mean, because, right, what's going on in your lungs is making you cough that badly, which that would be good to figure out. But when you cough or sneeze, basically you have increased pressure in your abdomen, but I guess it does briefly cause increased pressure up to your brain because you're sort of, so I would worry that something's going on up in his head. Because if you are losing vision, that means something with the nerves between your eyes and your brain is getting tweaked, and it could have to do with blood flow to the brain, transiently, which I guess is possible. I think trying to figure out why you're coughing so badly is probably the main thing, but talking about that symptom with your doc because
you're rattling something loose.
Yeah, that's just that really would be some severely or very profoundly severe coughing going on.
So it sounds like you are a bit concerned enough so he should go get it checked out.
Yeah,
by the face you made when I read the question.
Right, I have not ever heard someone say that they were losing vision while coughing.
Yeah, it's not good.
No.
Mosquito spanking Jesus. Wants to get off caffeine. How does he do it? What do you know about addiction?
You know what? I'd like to get off it too. I've gone through phases where I just like that I do so much.
Yeah.
But I should probably slow down.
Cold turkey, baby.
Yeah, I think
that's how I've been doing it before.
Yeah, that's how I've done it. And then I'm like, I wonder why I have a migraine.
But I worry that I'll come in here and not have anything to say, which might be good for some.
You
but,
mean
like
because it gets you going?
Yeah, it wakes me up a little bit.
Right. It's probably the most common drug that's used in the world, and it is. It's a stimulant.
I don't like it when you morph into that character.
Sorry, I won't do that anymore.
that character kind of scares me.
Which one would you prefer?
I like that one.
There you go.
Evil.
Okay.
The old, slow Southern guy.
Well, Josh, let me tell you. I could switch into that persona all the time. Wait, what was the question again? Caffeine. Yeah. It's I think getting off caffeine it sucks. Basically, you can do it slowly. I'm not sure that that's any less painful than just cold turkeying it because quite often people do get headaches and you feel fatigued. You feel.
Is there any real reason to get off caffeine? Other than you just want to?
For most people, it's probably fine.
I think it triggered my heart problem.
Right. I was going to say, for someone like Nick who has an arrhythmia problem, it's not so good.
Although technically I've been told I shouldn't have caffeine either.
With a seizure disorder.
If you're drinking dark, like a black coffee, then, worry about your teeth. That's all I can think of, really.
Yeah.
I'm always worried about my teeth.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it.
Caffeine's so prevalent in our society, and I don't think there's been. I have not seen a study, and maybe if there was a study that absolutely showed caffeine, killed everybody early, it would probably get suppressed because no one wants that published.
I thought there were some benefits to it.
It does help concentration. I've never heard of any longevity,
Doesn't it help with weightlifting or something like that?
It's a stimulant.
I suppose. It's a stimulant.
Yeah, not that I really need to worry about that.
It is a performance enhancing drug, basically.
Sure.
Mental performance and physical performance to some degree.
I quit caffeine, 20 some years ago. And for me, it was not trying to be a deck, but it was very easy. I just replaced it with Gatorade.
Yeah.
Nick, you take nicotine. So
yeah.
Is that very similar to caffeine or different?
I think it's very different.
Is it?
Yeah.
It gives you something,
it's a stimulant,
that's for sure.
though, right?
It is. It's a stimulant. Nicotine, I don't necessarily think of. I guess it is somewhat a stimulant, but not like caffeine.
Different.
So it's a good question. Do you need to quit? If you feel like you're dependent on it and, you're not... you don't like that feeling. That's why some people stop, because they just don't want to be dependent on something.
Get all wired and whatnot.
I can crash in the afternoon pretty hard.
I would regret it if I didn't have some coffee in the morning because of caffeine. But, after that, I don't really have much necessarily. Some
Here's
days I
the
do.
thing. With caffeine, you got to hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
You got to hit rock bottom before you can change things, right?
Yeah. So I think it's, unless there's a specific reason for you to quit, you're fine. But
There
if you're
you
going to
go.
quit, cold turkey it.
Yeah, just give it a shot. All right.
Can I mention something really quick?
Of course.
Okay. Warrior Dog Rescue.
Yeah.
Warrior as in, a warrior who fights.
Like a Golden State Warrior.
If anyone out there is looking for a goofy, lovable, 16-month-old male dog who I had fostered him for a while. He's shy. He doesn't like loud noises, but he is a lovely fellow. Elliot, if you look on Warrior Dog Rescue, I partially sponsored his adoption fee, so he's even a little less expensive than
I'm
he would
going to look
be.
that little pecker head
What
up
kind
right
of
now.
dog are we
He's on
talking?
93x.com.
93X.
Thanks. He's a mix. I mean, I would say he looks like a pit bull mix, basically. And I actually visited him last week at the foster he's with, who has. So basically, they think he needs another dog around. He needs a yard to run in, and he needs someplace that's relatively quiet because garbage trucks, planes, loud noises. He is not a fan of them. I think eventually he'll get used to it, but he is a lovely, lovely dog.
We'll look for the sumbitch.
Yeah.
Where is he on our website?
Yeah, I don't see him either. Where do I go?
It should be under the headlines, unless they changed something while I was gone, which
Yeah.
they very much could have.
But if you can't find him there, Warrior Dog Rescue, just look up adoptable dogs.
All right.
And he's Elliot, and he's black and white, and he's just.
I'm sure somebody out there.
Yeah, somebody has the perfect place for him, and he would be a wonderful dog.
He's
And
not
so-
attached to that name, I hope.
No. Although
right.
I was saying to Josh earlier, it's impossible not to be like Elliot.
Yeah, that's the first thing that came to
No,
mind.
I think
for me,
he
too.
would be perfectly happy. In fact, he told me that last week. He'd be perfectly happy
nice.
to have a different name.
Thanks, Dr. P.
Thank you.
Hey, you're our dog. Thanks for coming in today, dog.
Ard.
Appreciate
I
it.
am the dog. Thank
Ard.
you.
Congratulations to our great friend, one of the kindest and caring people we've ever had the pleasure to work with, our good friend, former KQ legend Terry Train, who's being inducted into the Minnesota Broadcasters Hall of Fame today.
Is that right?
What took so long?
I had no idea. That's great.
Very happy for-
Congratulations, Terry.
Well deserved. Congratulations to Shingle Holler Jesus getting married to his beautiful fiancée Shannon, and happy 20th birthday to Megan from Dad.
You're listening to the radio. The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Hey, podcast pals. Dana here to give you a friendly reminder that now is the best time to get your furnace tuned up before we take a shot to the face with cold Minnesota weather. My pals at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning currently have same-day and next-day openings, but they won't last long. By the time October rolls around, if your furnace craps out, you'll be freezing your private parts off while dealing with side eye from your significant other and pets for not calling sooner. So give Standard Heating and Air Conditioning a call today. Check this out. You can save up to $70 on your tune-up with Standard Heating. Visit standardheating.com. That's standardheating.com to book today.